Out of the scope here representing on the Direct X show, minus the fraud. And we got a full panel today. All right, I'm gonna have everybody introduce themselves, starting with J Law. What's up?
What's going on, people? Glad to be back with the show, minus the fraud. It's gonna be a good one. We got some good shit to talk about. I'm ready.
Word up, that's what's up, man. Starting with you, Ghost.
Yo, it's the Ghost with the Most, Ghost Rider 730. And I know you guys gonna enjoy this show. We bringing that fire.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Bang
And
bang.
Kano, what's up?
Wine, what's happening? It's your boy, the real young Cannon Bruder Gun, gamer from Intermediate Gaming. Back on here, man. Thanks for having me. Let's talk this game. Let's get it. Let's go.
Word up, man. I feel you. All right, and now Mr. Intro Media himself, 100.
What's up with you guys? This is your boy 100 back here on the Direct X show. Glad to be here. Let's talk about some gaming.
Word up, man. That's what I'm talking about. I mean, personally, yo,
Yeah.
people, I'm actually a little under the weather. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna freestyle nothing, but I'm gonna actually spout off a few lines and stuff that I think is actually appropriate. All right,
Say no
yo,
more.
Yo, it's time to get direct and expose the fraud who took a dump on everybody for a bullshit cause. He is playing through the Xbox under the bus for a bunch of new subs that took them pony dust. So the wolf became a pony trading guns for a saddle for the very same ones that disrespected his family. How? He stopped doing videos, did an unboxing, and played up the drama like the monster at Loch Ness. Now we on PSN, walking on eggshells, scared to say a thing because if he do, they'll bail. So he may as well bend over and get penetrated because my heart pumps diesel while through his flow Kool-Aid. Sugar coated to the point and play, sugar coated to the point to give a body diabetes, trading facts for lies. Like peyote in a teepee, it was all an illusion. Created for the clicks, but what the trick don't know, it's about to get lit.
Ooh.
Bars.
Ooh.
Bars.
Hold up.
Yo, I got a question right quick before we get started.
Let's get it. Let's
I
go.
got a question. Yo, I'm over here on one of the gaming sites, right? And I'm seeing that Castlevania, they got a Castlevania TV show here to Netflix this year. Y'all plan on watching that if they actually show a trailer and if it's that good?
Castlevania?
Yeah.
Yeah.
On
I like
Netflix?
that vampire type shit.
Yeah, they gotta come into Netflix later on this year.
I'll check it. I'll check it.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Actually, what's everybody's thoughts on that? Starting with Ghost. Starting with you. What's up? What you think about that?
Hey man, if it's coming to Netflix, that's gonna be great, man. I hope they keep it like the video games that I played. I played some back in the days, and the Castlevanias, Lords, Dark Shadows, I think.
Lords
What
of the
was it?
Shadows. Lords of
Lords
the
of the
Shadows.
Shadow. That was fire, man. I'm definitely gonna check that shit out if it's like that.
Word up. That's what's up, man. J Lo, what are your thoughts on that Castlevania joint on Netflix?
It's coming out of left field, man. Cause when was Lords of Shadow 2 came out a while ago, and we haven't heard much from the
Yep.
series as far as games go. And now we got a show coming all of a sudden. Maybe they're gonna tie it into a game, or maybe it's gonna retell the story. Who knows? I just wonder which direction are they gonna go. Are they gonna go with Alucard's story, or they're gonna go with the Belmonts? I'd like to know. Maybe they might go with a serious Game of Thrones type shit. You never know. There's a lot of directions they could go in, and there's a lot
Oh
of
yeah,
lore, with the vampires and stuff.
Oh hell yeah.
definitely though. I definitely see a lot of possibilities
Collab.
in that.
Can I
What are
say
your
one thing,
thoughts on that?
Kaleidoscope?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, Phil Spencer, man. Come on, man. You got to bring that backwards compat, man, and or
It's on
remaster.
sale right now. It's like $8 right now on sale.
Which
Digital
where?
on the 360 store. I think you're gonna have to go on your computer or your 360.
Yeah.
But part two is like $8 right now.
Oh come on. Oh no. Don't tell me that. I'm copping
That's
that
what's up.
shit.
I feel you.
Oh
Yo,
man. The Castlevania game, babe.
hell yeah. Yo, 100. What are your thoughts on that, man?
Man, Netflix been knocking it out the park like shit with their TV shows, especially, like the new Voltron got a nice little
Hell
twist.
yeah.
Um, it's like a whole bunch of things. Netflix, like, with the Marvel, with the Luke Cage, the Defenders, the
Hmm.
shit. What's the new one?
Iron
Iron
Fist.
Iron Fist.
Fist.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To me, they in trusted hands, and what I'm saying? Like I'm with Jay Long. It's gonna be the Belmonts. So are they gonna throw their own little twist on it? That's all I want. But I just want to see it. Give me a
Hell
little
yeah.
preview. Give me a teaser.
I'm the same way, man. I can't front. I mean, Netflix has done a lot of incredible things as far as their shows. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, all the Marvel series that they've been putting out, all the original shows. I even watched that show recently, Frontier, with Jason Momoa, the guy that's playing Aquaman, and that's actually was actually pretty bugged out. I can't front. And like the stuff that they do with animation, from Voltron to even Attack on Titan, right, which is based on a Japanese property, that shit was badass, yo. I'm looking forward to Attack on Titan too. So I can imagine if they put their little spin and their little magic on Castlevania, that shit might be something hot because Netflix don't invest in trash, right? They invest in shit
Yeah,
that
man.
people want to go watch. You know what I'm saying? Because even that show that came out last year, what Stranger Things, dude, it was only 8 episodes, but damn, yo, that shit, man, that shit reminded me of fucking all them
It's
old ass
huge.
movies from back in the '80s and the early '90s, like E.T., all them shits like that. That's what it brought me back to. You know what I'm saying? So they know how to actually bring out shows and grab people's attention with the show. As long as it has that same quality as Voltron, I think it's gonna be fire.
In my opinion, I think with this Castlevania show, they probably gonna take some elements from Sympathy of the Night and the Lord of the Shadows and mix it with a little, little Game of Thrones into it. You know what I'm saying? But I expect it to be extremely dark. You know what I'm saying? Extremely action oriented and give it the essence of that Castlevania feel. So I definitely will watch it because Netflix has been knocking it out of the park as of late, especially with Luke Cage and you know what I'm saying, and some of the
Hell
other
yeah.
shows. So I feel like yeah, if the show comes out, they're gonna renew it for like a season 2 or 3. So but right now I just want to see the teaser or what they got for a trailer. I know they're gonna do a trailer real soon. So let's see what's really happening with it. You heard me?
Hell yeah, definitely. Now, what's on the main topic of the agenda? Actually, it's E3. E3 is being open to the public. All right, and a lot of people have different opinions as to it being open to the public now all of a sudden. But let's start off with you, 100. What are your thoughts on this?
Oh man, I think it's a good game for gamers that's what I'm saying that wants to come to E3 and they might have like a little vlog or something. They're not part of the IGNs, saying the game stops, the registration shit was like it wasn't like perfect because you can just be working at GameStop for maybe 10 hours a week and you get to go. But then you got maybe a YouTuber or a passionate YouTuber that talks about gaming to get his credentials. You got to go through 500 hula hoops. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So I see some people mad because I know some YouTubers now. I think they say they are part of the media, and they was like, well, I've been here and I've been a long ass line. I heard PAX was long than a month for everybody.
Wow.
So, but I tell people what different about E3 is some of these companies have private stuff like Ubisoft. They're not really at the convention center. I get invited to Ubisoft every year. Don't go. But they have a lounge. They rent out the Bonaventure penthouse and just have gamers, and they just set you on a schedule, and you come play all their games that they showed. You can camera it. They don't hold you down. But then you got like Microsoft with closed door stuff. Sony got closed door stuff. The price, it might be a little steep for certain people, like 250. That gives you all access. You kind of like being a media person, but then you can just pay the 150, and I think you don't get in early. I think if you pay the 250, you might get in earlier or something like that. So it's a cool thing. I remember when E3 was free and you didn't need shit. You just walk in. Just like if you go to a car show. If say if the car show open, you might just pay the little $10, but you got whatever a rider, you got access to whatever you want to get access to. And E3 need to be that way. And the convention center is big as hell. Everything down there. You got Staples Center, you got LA Live. Only thing you ain't got is cops and hookers. You got cops, but not the hookers. So that's all you ain't got. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I feel on that subject.
All right, good shit, yo. Yo, Kano, what are your thoughts on E3?
About being open to the public.
Yep.
I think it's a good thing. It's a blessing in disguise to the people that couldn't get in or couldn't find the opportunity to get in, but now they do, and they can play the game. But you know how the media, like a lot of the media, like IGN and all, are gonna be saying, "Man, this is some bull crap, man. We should be playing the game first, man, not them." Stuff like that. But I feel like us as gamers and want to see what the new games that are coming out or what's something new that's coming out. It's a good opportunity. Me personally, I'm saving my money for it because I'm really trying to go this shit. You know what I'm saying? I want to see the games, I want to play games, and I want to have fun. But from the outside looking in, when it comes to E3, I want to know about that Xbox Fan Fest. What they got going on with that too, and then what's going on with PlayStation.
You got to sit outside in Century City, probably in our code ain't like everybody else code. It's gonna be crowded. It's gonna be crowded. When they did the first time, they let everybody go. Last year they did a raffle,
That's not.
and some people got in on GP that really wasn't there all night, and some people didn't. You know what I'm saying? But I think but that's a whole different experience because you getting the full VIP for free.
Okay.
I think Delilah HD she went. Yeah, she was VIP. You know, you get to sit right there on the stage. You know, I would love to do it and then get on live on Xbox on the thing and start talking shit. Like, look how I'm at right now. They'll go Killer Phil right there. You know what I'm saying? Killer Phil. Finna get drunk later.
Hey, Aaron Greenberg, hey man, let's get some two bad chicks, and you know what I'm saying. Let's get some drinks for everybody.
Hell yeah. I feel you guys as far as what you've been saying about E3, especially touching up on what you said earlier, Kano, about it being open to the gamers. I can understand why IGN might get a little upset, but you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, who are the ones that are actually purchasing these games? IGN is getting free copies from all these companies, all right? We're the ones actually purchasing these games, all right? We're the ones that's going to give the real feedback and talk about the real as far as whether these games is cool or whether they straight up trash, all right? It's just simple as that, man. Now, what are your thoughts on this, Ghost, as far as E3 being open to the public?
Well, open to the public is the best thing ever, man. Now people can experience what other people couldn't at the time. See, these people like IGN and them don't deserve it. You know what I mean? It's the true fans out there that's buying these consoles, these games, wanting to experience it. And that's a beautiful thing, man. And I'm glad that they opened it up. Now people like us that's out there that want to go, they couldn't. Now we can go. You understand? And have fun. Get the experience, like y'all said. The Xbox E3 is going to be amazing. I know it. So that's the thing I want to go. So I'm going to try my best to get out there this year. You know,
good shit. That's
to experience those exclusive games, man.
Exactly, dude. And
That's what
there's
it's
been a lot
about.
of talk lately about exclusive, but we'll get into that much later. Yo, J-Long, what are your thoughts on this whole E3 being open to the public?
Yeah, I think it's a good thing, man. Like just like Kano was saying, though, the media is gonna be mad, and I hope they wait in line. Them bitches better be waiting in line just like us, cause we're the ones putting up the money. You know, they get all these inside scoops the entire year. Let the gamers have some shit for once, and let them, you know, talk about it themselves. Let the little guy get those scoops.
Exactly.
Well, I know the lines are already long, even without the fans being there. So I know the lines are gonna be even longer though. That's one con of this thing.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be for the gamers, and there's nothing wrong with it. The pricing is not even that bad. You know, if I didn't buy that 4K TV, I probably would have. Been able to buy the plane ticket and the ticket to E3 already.
Yeah, I can imagine. I feel you on that
So
one.
I definitely won't be going this year, but next year it's a possibility. You know, just save the money up, man. But yeah, I'd love to go to E3. One thing though is I don't think this gives you access to the. Wait, does it give you access to the shows? That's my main question.
No, the shows are different. You got to apply for your show. The shows is all because the shows are different areas in LA. So Microsoft usually has it at the Galen Center, that's AKA USC. Sony had it at a theater in Hollywood. Usually they had it. Usually they have it. That was small for them. No, so that was small. That was small for him. So for them that time, usually they're a bit. They're at a bigger venue, so they might go small again. I think
understandable. It's not like their exclusives are flying off the shelves.
And I think what's okay, Ubisoft. They have them like at little small theaters out here. I think Ubisoft was one. I think EA was the big one. They might have that at Universal Studios on one of the lots. But you can go apply for them shows to get in. They're not that hard to get in. But they kind of like first come, first serve. When you do go,
you know,
so you know the media's out.
I think it's just I think you have to sign up with the media to actually get access to the show with the media to get the media to sign up for that.
Which, if I was Microsoft, I'll tell GameSpot, IGN, all y'all kiss my fucking ass. They come first because all they do is bash them.
Yeah, how can you do a review of something when you haven't paid your hard-earned money for it? I'll trust some fucking YouTuber with 20 subs before I trust IGN or any of these other sites.
Snakes in the grass, man. They
Yeah,
just looking for the
basically.
clicks, man.
They're just looking for those
That paycheck.
that free swag.
I give
That's
it
what
to
they're
them.
looking for.
That's their job. Their job is to lie, and they
The
doing a good
guys
job at it.
feel they cheat.
And not just that though, that they're not really console gamers. Look at their fucking achievement scores, their trophies and shit. They barely got shit. All right, these guys mostly game on fucking PC, but yet they're writing articles about console
Now,
games.
I got a nephew. He's about what 8 or 9, right? And the
Uh,
mother, he knows how to hit that select button and all that. How you don't know how to do that?
Oh, the settings, yeah.
The settings, yeah, like how a kid could do it,
yeah, and
That's
an adult
crazy.
can't.
and how do you
Be
complain
somebody from
about
GameStop spot?
how do you
right?
complain about hitting too much A button? Like what?
Yeah.
If you know what I mean? Like shit like that makes you think about that and question them. Like all the biasism that you see, they don't want to. All the bullshit that Sony goes through, nobody brings it up. You don't see nothing on that shit. As soon as Microsoft says something, or they make up their own shit and go after filling them for nothing.
Yo,
You know what I
all
mean?
I could say as far as like the biasism and whatnot, if you think about it, if Microsoft's servers, Xbox Live was down at least half the time to what Sony shit is down, dude, that shit would be all over the fucking media, dude.
Oh hell
There
yeah!
would be YouTube videos all over YouTube, people talking about it on Twitter, people fucking basically losing their minds. But since Xbox Live is one of the best online services, all right, actually, as done by a freaking private firm last year, where they tested out both services and found out that the PS4 service was actually lacking, seriously lacking, all right? It's always down for maintenance. People know this, all right? Even people that don't even have PS4s know that it's always constantly down for maintenance, all right? And yet these ponies try to fucking spin it. Like, oh
Yeah.
no, but at least we got games. All right. Well, you got exclusives, but guess what? Why ain't you buying them? Because ain't
Yep.
none of them shits
And
is selling. I mean, The
then it
Last
is.
Guardian came out in what? December. They already lowered it down to 40 because it's not selling. The Gravity Rush 2 came. It might as well have been called Gravity Dud because that shit fucking flopped like a motherfucker. Nobody went
That's
out and bought it.
yo.
Not even
All
in the
right.
top
And
20,
why
man.
aren't they buying it? Because these games look like last gen fucking games. They
And the
look like they're
funny
for
shit,
fucking the last generation, the consoles and shit. I
we
mean, me personally, I fucking bought Blue Dragon recently and Lost Odyssey. They're backwards compatible titles. I paid $20 a piece for each of them. And you know what? They look better than 90% of the new shit that's coming out on the PS4 that are Japanese related. How is that? And they're charging $60 for that shit? Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Y'all motherfuckers smoking crack, man. Only a
yeah,
stupid ass motherfucker would actually pay $60 for some of these Japanese games. I would wait until they have bargain bin prices or actually on them flash sales that they be doing on
yeah.
PlayStation all the fucking
And
time.
yo, Colada, and another thing, man, wasn't there was a server or something like that, or how you say the survey saying that we play more games, Nintendo gamers and Xbox gamers play more than PlayStation 4 gamers, something like that.
Oh yeah, that's actually true. There was a survey about that because most PlayStation 4 gamers don't actually play their console. They normally talk shit. All right, they love talking a lot of shit. I work at a call center. All right, I know at least 16 motherfuckers over there. They got PlayStation 4s, and out the 16 motherfuckers, maybe two of them got Uncharted 4, and that's because it came with the fucking console. All right, they ain't fucking go out and buy it. All right, and then maybe one of them has Until Dawn because I fucking recommended Until Dawn to him and shit. I said it's actually a cool title. But everybody else, they got Call of Duty,
You
Grand
mean
Theft
until
Auto,
yawn?
Battlefield, same old fucking multi-plats
Until
that are on the
Dawn.
Xbox One. And I asked him, why did you buy a PlayStation 4? Oh, I bought it because my friends had it. Oh, so you basically have no spine or backbone. You just buy whatever anybody else buys. You ain't
Yeah,
necessarily buy
whatever's
because you like something.
popular, they buy.
Sure,
I
man.
mean, what
Since
are
y'all
your
talking
thoughts
about
on
that,
this, man?
since y'all
Yeah.
talk about it until dawn, y'all that game, y'all just said the title of the name. I was already started yawning.
Yeah,
Oh, man,
hell yeah, I
No,
give you
it's
that. Hell
crazy.
yeah.
No,
Yeah, what do you think
it's
about
crazy.
this?
It's crazy how they twist it up and all that, but none of them they don't buy they ain't buying these. Neho might be a great game. They're not buying no Neho.
Nah.
That shit they're gonna pick that motherfucker up in the bargain bin when they digging in all them
Yeah,
PlayStation
man.
3 games. They gonna $20, $20.
I see
You know
big
what I'm saying?
diehard ponies in the Facebook groups, Redbox and that shit. They're putting the Redbox disc up there. They're putting they're saying wait till it's 30. They're already, neglecting that, man. I was on the chat room for Zaire's podcast the other day, and I'm asking these ponies, put your gamer tags down there. Let me see if you bought these games you keep shoving in our face. And none of them wanted to do it because they didn't buy it. They ain't buying the
Exactly.
shit they talking about. Like some
Wow.
people like Niho, I'm not saying it's terrible. I played it. It was terrible to me. It definitely looked terrible, and it wasn't anything compared to Ninja Gaiden. But if you like it, okay. But the media giving it 96 when Ninja Gaiden came out 10 years ago, and
Well,
it's
that
way
that was
better.
IGN. That was IGN. All right.
Yeah, IGN, but still, how are you giving this game a higher score than a game that came out 9 years ago that was better and looked better? It was just better in every way. It's like that's why I don't take reviewers serious, man. They're just trying to get this game sell. And Heba brought up a good point. He might be joining later, but he told me he's like, they're always dick riding the Dark Souls games and anything that's Dark Souls related. And Neo's just luckily an exclusive to PlayStation, a handout, and it's a Dark Souls ripoff. Lords of the
Yeah.
Fallen, in my opinion, looked more impressive, and I think it played more impressive than this shit, and it didn't get anywhere near the praise because it was multiplayer.
Lords of Fallen was
Exactly.
that's a good game. I got mad
That-
too.
that-
I
That's
stopped
so true,
playing.
though.
I got stuff. Fuck
Fuck that
shit.
game.
Hell
That
yeah,
shit too
that shit
hard.
gets you frustrated.
Fuck that game.
It got me
Yo,
frustrated.
just think about it. All those games are copy pasted, man. They're copy pasted from the Dark Souls formula, from Lords of the Fallen to Bloodborne. And there's even two more titles coming out this year. One is called The Surge, which is some sci-fi based shit, and the other one is called Vampire. By
That Vampire
developers
shit.
don't know.
Right.
Yeah, Vampire looks kind of hot though. I
Yeah.
can't front, but they're all copy pasted, man. Same fucking formula. I got Dark Souls. I hated that shit. Lords of the Fallen, it was good, but
It was free.
I
Thank you.
can't fucking fuck
I
with
ain't
it,
gonna
man.
lie,
It's not
man.
me. Now I understand why people ain't liking Neo though. Don't get me wrong. I know why they not liking it. It's just it's the developer behind it. It's Team Ninja. They actually did Ninja Gaiden 2, which was basically their crowning achievement when it comes to action adventure hack and slash gameplay. And the combo system in that shit was deep as fuck, man. And then you get to Neo and you're like, what happened? What happened? Is they got the same 3 sword strokes and whatnot? What the fuck?
That's like when you see somebody and you look at LeBron James' hairlines way back. That's what happened.
Yeah,
No,
but playing that
wait a
game,
minute.
Neo, no, check this out.
Yeah.
Playing that game, Neo, right there, though, it made me feel depressed, make me miss Ninja Gaiden even more, man, or Ninja Blade. But I don't mess with Neo.
Oh,
That's
even
just
Ninja
like
Blade was tight, man. Shit.
yeah, man. That made me miss a lot of them other samurai games that came out, like Onimusha and all that. That was just that was a disappointment in my opinion. Playing just the demo of Neo or Neo.
Yeah.
See, I'm not the only one, man.
Yeah.
And a lot of
I
people are
know it.
disappointed on the Facebook groups. Sony fans, they're like, yeah, it's okay, but it's not even as good as Dark Souls 2. So, and
Yo,
I've
but
been hearing
then,
this
I
from
know.
ponies, so it's
yo,
crazy.
Jay, remember this? Give us 1080p. If it ain't 1080p, it's death.
Oh my god. It's a PS3 game. It literally looks like a PS3 game, yet it can't even be 1080 60 on the PS4?
Nope.
On the
Wow.
regular PS4?
I could have bought that shit and I let that shit go. Hell no.
No, and then also, as far as like Team Ninja's concerned, think about how fluid Ninja Gaiden was. And then you play something like Neo, and it seems like he's walking around with a stick up his ass, man. Dude is stiff as shit, man. I mean, he moves faster than every other Dark Souls game, granted, you know what I'm saying? Every other Dark Souls clone. But he's still kind of stiff, though, man. It's not quite Ninja Gaiden, obviously, though, because they copy pasted somebody else's formula. Me personally, they should have stuck with their own formula and crafted their own game. And I'm sure it would have been 1,000 times better than what Neo is. What are your thoughts on that, 100?
It's not Neo, it's Neo.
Oh man, I don't know shit, man. That I just tired of them just throwing all these damn games on in there. And like I said, I saw somebody was like, yeah, they got 8 exclusives in 4 months. Like I tell people, I take quality over quantity. So
Yeah.
I'm telling you, out of your games that's coming out, you got Horizon Zero Dawn come out later on this month. I say that shit might hit over 1 million because it's worked up. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get that credit.
Everybody's
But what do you call that? Tales of Berseria, where that shit called? That shit ain't
Trash.
selling. You know what I'm saying? You got what's the other one? I forgot.
Gravity Rush.
Gravity Rush.
Not even
That
in
shit,
the top 20.
man.
That
That
shit is
motherfucker
already
ain't hitting nobody. Man, that motherfucker ain't even hitting the
That shit
motherfucking
hit
bargain
aluminum, bro.
bin charts.
fuck that. You know
That
what that
went
shit
double
hit?
aluminum.
That shit went double wood.
Yeah, shit.
And
That
then,
shit.
then Kingdom Hearts 2.8 came out.
That's the 3DS remaster. That
Yeah,
ain't even
and that's
exclusive.
and
That
everybody
ain't even
ain't.
exclusive.
Yeah, everybody ain't even really. I mean, I ain't gonna lose no sleep because I ain't getting no Kingdom Hearts. Um, so I'm not worrying about that. I said, what you got?
8
Shit.
exclusives and none of them sold. How
Yeah, I'm
about
about to say
that?
Drive Dub.
Bro,
I'm
people
about to
bringing
say.
up
I
those
mean,
games, you better ask them if they bought them. Because if they
yeah.
didn't, you should tell them to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, and see,
I ain't
and
gonna lie.
when you ask these guys, it's like I was in, like I say, me and Jay Long be giving these motherfuckers to work sometime, and I just happened to be in BGST, and I asked each one of them motherfuckers that be sitting there writing all them lists, from Sega only to Amiziago and to all them punk motherfuckers. I said, did you buy the game? Please, tell, out of all y'all in here talking, who bought the game? Not none of them motherfuckers stand up and bought shit. Oh, I might get it next Tuesday. Know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I'm like, no, motherfucker, you saying this is you saying this shit better than Halo 5, Gears of War 4, motherfucking the motherfucker said it was better than Uncharted. I said, oh, these motherfuckers done lost their rabbit ass mind.
They're sniffing them cocaine lines real heavy for saying some bull like that,
Yeah,
man.
man.
Talking about look at the
Tony does, bro.
Metacritic score.
Yo,
And I'm like, y'all love to run to Metacritic. Fuck Metacritic. Like I say, fuck the MPD,
Man.
fuck the Metacritic, because anybody can be on Metacritic and make a review. And if you an asshole, so if I wanted to be an asshole, oh shit, Neo, shit, negative 2.1. Now that's the first one ever. And it's
We
gonna
could
bring
take
down the
Metacritic
Metacritic
on them,
score.
though. We could
That's
put
like
Metacritic
cocaine.
on
Cocaine is
them.
one heck of a drug for them to
Yeah.
say some bull crap
So
like
shit,
that.
you
yes.
know, them
So
police was
100,
in
we
the
could switch
Scarface.
Metacritic around on them though, because I checked out Metacritic recently, and like all the highest rated multi-plat titles from Battlefield to Doom to Call of Duty, they're all rated more highly on the Xbox One. All right, why? Because their internet is trash and shit. So even the reviewers got to agree, yo, the Xbox One is the way to go on on these certain titles. Now, as far as
Facts.
all those 8 exclusives, yeah, true that. What's up, Hebot? And as far as those
Hey.
8 exclusives that they said they had, ain't none of them went out and buy it. And you and J-Lon put them on blast on BGST, and ain't none of them fucking answer back.
Ha,
Right? Because they know the motherfuckers don't buy game. They just
nah,
like to talk shit.
Colada, man. I'm telling you, y'all mentioned that dust. They was in Scarface. There was Tony in that big table with that big cocaine thing, and then they had their face stuff in it. And at the end of the day, in all reality, in real life, you can't do that because your heart will pop. Basically, you're gonna die.
And then my thing is too. I've been seeing that. I've just been busy. I was gonna let their ass have it again today. How are you guys satisfied with PSN? That's what I want to know. The shit goes down. I see articles every day. I got this little article thing called News 360 on my phone, so I can sit there and say I want to see everything about console gaming, everything about gaming. Period. And I just see PSN is down for some users. Why did you accept that shit? Now, if I hear motherfuckers bitching and getting kicked out of party chat on Xbox, I got kicked out the party chat and was
It's a
bitching
pony
and bitching
ring.
and complain. And they, why we can't get on party? I say, why I can't do this and do that? I'm like, damn, okay. I had somebody get mad at me like Xbox. I'm just tired of getting kicked out the parties and stuff. I said, well, shit, I didn't get on this motherfucker to talk to you. I got on here to play some games. It's just a privilege. As long as my online is working, I really didn't trip. But you going down, and you're a multi-billion-dollar company. Who goes down for maintenance? I don't put Intro Media down for maintenance, and I'm smaller than a motherfucker. It don't go down for no maintenance. I could do shit in real time. That means they don't have no redundancy. They got one server. If the shit goes down, everybody going down. All the people lights going down. Ain't no backup generators. Ain't none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? They gonna let Godzilla take over King Kong. Ain't no Air Force. Ain't no nothing. I don't know why they accept that. But Sony is for the gamers.
Yeah,
Go,
so
That's what
they
I don't
say.
understand.
So they say.
go, Godzilla.
So they say that's why Sony hasn't really delivered a top seller since Uncharted 4. And that was what? Early
Because it
last
was a
year?
masterpiece.
Right? It was early last year, and everybody that had a PlayStation 3 all admitted Uncharted 2 was better. All right. So that shit wasn't fucking doing much work. And then all the sales, think about it, man. It was bundled with the PS4. So by default, all right, it's getting a sale each and every time somebody went out and bought that Uncharted bundle for the PS4. All right, because if they actually had to go out themselves and go buy it, guess what? Those 8 million will probably be cut in half to about 4 million. All right. Now,
If
we was
they
actually
only
talking
knew.
about Neo. We was talking about Neo and actually references to Ninja Gaiden earlier. What are your thoughts about Neo being Game of the Year? The way some certain YouTubers have been saying, the fraud in particular.
What?
Uh,
Huh?
well, y'all can hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah,
We
we
hear
hear
you,
you.
B-Boy.
Hi, yeah, my brothers. Sorry, I'm late to the boat.
yeah. Introduce yourself, yo.
Uh, listen. Yeah, listen. Eh, Here's the deal.
Okay, what's the deal?
Everybody knows that Scorpio's coming out this year.
Uh,
Everybody knows that there's going to be a lot of things that are going to be revealed, and we're going to know the truth, picture in the canvas of what's going on with Microsoft coming E3. They have to try to keep the darling of gaming afloat one way or another. The best way to do it is by, giving the games that are on the console the best scores as possible. So that way, when Scorpio comes out, and there's no really way that you can downplay them because of the performances, quality, whatever the case may be, the console and the brand, Sony brand, can still look relevant and be relevant. Because how can Neo be Game of the Year if it's absolutely the same thing that Dark Souls is, yet it has less than what Dark Souls is, which is the very first franchise that created from Demon, when they did Demon Souls.
Yep.
It's what started it all. It has more content. And these games like the Bloodborne, the Lord of the Fallen, the now Neo, right?
Yeah.
They all have way less content and it's considered Game of the Year. Really? With the stories, what is the story about? Is this they're saying it has a good story? Because I haven't heard any on.
I
I
ain't
don't
gonna
think
lie.
any of the Souls games
I ain't
have
gonna lie to
stories.
you. The Souls games and Bloodborne, 10 times, 20 times better than that shit. I'm sorry.
Well,
like,
here's the thing. The
that shit is
character,
like a wannabe
right?
Bloodborne and
Well,
Dark
the
Souls.
characters in Neo, they look very nice because of the fact that it's Team Ninja, the character design. But
No,
again,
don't get me wrong. You
Well,
know,
want to know what's trippy about the character design, though? No, I'm glad you touched up on that, Hebart.
go ahead.
Doesn't he
The
look like The
Witcher.
Witcher?
Yeah, he does. He does.
He
In many
looks like
ways,
The
he does.
Witcher,
Yeah,
yo.
yeah,
So
yeah.
they copy pasted two different things. They copy pasted Dark Souls, and we need a protagonist that everybody will gravitate to. Oh, let's copy The
Yeah,
Witcher.
because even his hair is white. As a matter of fact, yeah, you're right.
Exactly.
just sue their ass. If I was
Look.
them, I would sue the shit out of them.
Listen, I just did a review of Ninja Gaiden, and there's no way in the world that the combat system of Ninja Gaiden can even come close compared to what Neo is offering. It's night and day, night and day.
The critics
Ninja Gaiden, you
Gaiden
can
praise, dude.
right. You can master Ninja Gaiden, not play it for a whole week, go back and it's like you're starting all over, learning how to ride a bike because it's that hard. You gotta master it. You gotta learn it every time you play it. Neo's not that type of game. Neo's the type of game once you get it, and it's very stiff when you're playing it. All those Souls games, and Lord of the Fallen, they have a very stiff feel. It's roll, back, block, attack. Roll, back, block, attack. You know what I mean?
It's a wash, rinse, repeat game, all right? Because
Right,
the more
well,
times you keep getting killed, then you'll just keep leveling up. Once you're leveled up high enough, then you'll actually be able to murder everybody that kept fucking you up over and over again.
Right, in a lot of cases, or if you have the right weapon, or if you have the right armory, or the right loot system to level up certain things. It's tedious. It's a very tedious type of gameplay style for me, personally. And I know you guys are probably not big fans, but for those who like Dark Souls, hey, listen, more power to you. But I grew up with games like Bayonetta, Ninja Gaiden. So for me, I know what a good action game is supposed to feel like. You see what I'm saying? And with the difference between hard and just tedious. So, because there's a different level mentality with these gamers nowadays. Now, is the game going to do well, even though it's scoring? Maybe, because the scores might help it. People might get the wrong impression thinking that it is like a Bayonetta or like a Devil May Cry or like a Ninja Gaiden in gameplay style. And then when they realize it's not, it's going to happen like what they did with Bloodborne. Bloodborne was the most traded in game last year or the year it came out in GameStop. because people brought it back thinking that it was like Ninja Gaiden or like, you know, with the fast gameplay style Bayonetta and Devil May Cry. And when they found out it wasn't, they just returned it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, same thing is gonna happen for this game.
More than
They'll do
likely,
that.
yeah. But those reviews are gonna help. I think they're gonna help because people are just foolish. They're gullible, especially people that are not real hardcore gamers like us. You know, that we look into it, we know our shit, we grew up with the stuff, we know the differences. So you know, they're just gonna be like, oh, you know, they're going to the store. Oh, what's new? Oh, look, this is the new game. They got billboards all over. Oh, Neo. Oh,
Yeah, they-
it's exclusive,
Whenever
you know
you
what I mean?
walk into GameStop, it doesn't help that they're like Neo coming this day or coming this week or some
Yeah,
shit.
right. On the
And I'm
TV.
looking
On the
at-
TV.
And I'm looking at something crazy, right? I'm looking at this list right here for the PS4 top 20 games that's been downloaded for last month. And out of all of them, 5 of the games is all multi-plat, and number 1 game is Ark Survival's Plat. So I was like, I'm like,
Because it's free.
Right.
So I'm like, to all the ponies out there, to all the pony fanboys out there, what y'all mean by y'all play y'all exclusives? And I'm looking at your top 5 in the catalog and they multi-plat. So y'all got some explaining to do.
Yeah. They're like, oh, dry box. All y'all want to play is multiplats. All y'all got is multiplats. Yet all they playing is multiplats.
They
Right.
called us.
Exactly.
Bro,
We're
think
actually
about-
playing the exclusives, which is a
Let
good
me
thing.
add
And
a
our
little-
exclusives
Right.
have legs for days.
Right.
Look at
They-
Halo
they
5,
have-
all the shit
right.
that Halo 5 has been doing with Forge mode.
They have
you got
longevity.
completely entire different things, man, in Halo, man. It's just wicked. But go ahead, Heba. Go ahead.
Yeah, they have longevity because they have the multiplayer aspect. Then they'll have the modes like Horde mode. You can play with your friends in different modes doing other things. They have longevity, and the quality is so good in the single player that you play them, you beat them, you go back, you play it again, you still enjoy them. They don't feel dry. But one more thing I wanted to add. So basically, you think of it this way. Basically, what they're trying to say is that Neo is better than Final Fantasy 15. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely not.
When there's no way in the world that a person with common knowledge in gaming can say that it compares, not in graphics, not in story, not in elements of gameplay, not in longevity, not in what you can do in the game, because the game is, you can do multitudes of things, character designs, the quality of production value, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
But they're saying with that, oh, it's game of the year. You know what I mean? Like that makes no sense
Want to
whatsoever.
know what got me bugging about the Game of the Year comments and shit?
Right.
Is
Go ahead.
that Resident Evil 7 launched not more than 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
Now, to me, that's a high contender for Game of the Year.
A lot
That's
of
also
people,
Japanese.
a lot of people saying that. It's not just you.
That is
a lot of people.
that's my game of the year so
A
far.
lot of people are saying that Resident Evil should be a contender for Game of the Year because it's really good.
These going to be the 3s right here that's going to be game of the year. The Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild, Mass Effect Andromeda, and Resident Evil 7. I look at them like they're going to be like the top 3 as the ones that for game of the year. But if
That's
you
a
look
really
at
good
it-
list.
Yeah, but if you look at it, my top 2, I say it's either probably going to be. If you look at the statistics of it all, it might end up being either Mass Effect or I'm looking at it might be Legend of Zelda as game of the year.
It ain't gonna be it's gonna be Zelda because Zelda is new. Mass Effect
That's
ain't
what I
new.
say.
It's a multi-plat. You know what I'm saying? And then you
The
gonna
thing is, plus the Zelda is
you know, and
everybody's
it's Zelda.
heart darling.
I'm giving,
you know?
yeah, but I'm giving Zelda a try this shit because at least the motherfuckers is talking to each other now. You know, so they can talk.
Exactly.
It
I
ain't
like
down.
every Zelda. I like every Zelda except for Majora's Mask and the last one on Wii U, Skyward Sword. But this one, man,
Skyward Sword
I
was
like the
trash.
direction they're going.
You know, it's
in.
funny that you say that because Majora's Mask, I found it like pretty good. I didn't think it was that bad.
No, the gameplay is fine. It's just I can't do the time limit shit, dude.
Okay.
It's like Dead Rising. I love the gameplay, but
Yeah,
I
yeah.
cannot do that time limit.
Yeah,
bullshit.
it's annoying. Yeah,
I just can't.
Yeah.
But
I get what
Skyward
you're saying.
Sword, that one was it wasn't good in my opinion.
Skyward Sword, it just felt real repetitive and it got boring real fast. I couldn't
Yeah,
rock
it
with it.
got real boring.
Well,
man.
one thing for sure, you know that Mass Effect and you know that Zelda are going to be
Well, top
quality
2.
games.
Yeah,
They're going to
yeah,
be quality
definitely, man. That
because
was a
they've
good
been
point,
working on
Kenny.
these games for years, developing them for years, and these 2 games do not have a history of coming out being booty ass games. None of them.
Yeah.
You know they're going to be
True that.
quality games.
My vote is for Mass Effect.
You know, regardless
I
whether
mean-
you like the franchise or not. You know what I mean?
Shit, I'm so deep in it. I
Yeah.
bought it already. It's already pre-downloaded on my
Go
my
ahead, Mo.
Xbox. Shit, that's how much I like Mass Effect. I like the
Which one?
story. Like some people, the
Andromeda?
new Andromeda. Shoot, I'm going back playing the other ones. I don't know why I quit playing 2. I forgot how hard as 2 was when you throw that shit on super hard, and you got to fight that big ass
What,
fucking
Andromeda?
gift. No,
Nah,
Andromeda. See, I think about it. What Andromeda is, that's people gonna like. That's a whole different. That's on a whole different part of the universe. Nobody don't know shit. You don't know the enemies. Yeah, I miss my man
Right.
Shepard. I didn't like the real end. I didn't like the ending in. You know, I was one of the people who didn't like the ending in 3. 'Cause, like I did all this shit and I'm fucking around and nah, this I ain't going out like nobody's going out like Captain Kirk. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck, man? What the hell's going
But you know
on?
what the problem is with Bone? You know what was the problem? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but just so I don't lose my train of thought. You know what's the problem with Mass Effect? The game was so good, 1, 2, and 3, in the story and the lore, that it was hard for them to end it. I don't think they knew how to end it, and that's why they did what they did.
They said they want your own interpretations on it.
That's
Fuck
what I'm
that.
saying.
You make it for me. You give me 3 endings and all 3
Yeah.
endings actually ends the same.
Yeah.
It's just different. I just merged with the
Ghost. We got this weirdo in the live chat, man. You gotta kick him.
Oh, that death crawl.
Yeah, he's talking
Yeah,
about
he's talking.
show
I think that's
titties.
yeah. I think that's what I think he was trolling. What you call it on Xbox? Sheep. You know, so what you call it, GKB wife and shit. I think he been doing that type
Yeah,
of shit. The
that's
Xbox shit.
disrespectful.
Yeah, he
Well, you know why
Has
he's
it-
trolling, right? Because
The
he
homo
ain't
that
got
was
no
talking
games
about
to
when he
play.
went up-
And,
Right?
you know what's funny, Kaleidoscope? I asked him, show me your PSN ID. If you're gonna be a fucking fanboy, show me your PlayStation ID so I can see if you really are a fanboy. Yeah, he doesn't want to do
Yeah.
it.
You
So
talking
he's
about that-
typing in the N word now.
yeah, he called us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I love your
triggered.
mom too.
You're so
God,
I
sad.
love your. I love
Stop
your
it.
mom too.
You're
Make sure
triggered.
she leave that window open.
You're triggered.
Hey, yo,
You
hey,
sorry.
hey, yo. Tonight.
Use of a
Hey, yo,
human
that's-
being.
Hey, Def Claw, tell your mom I want a round 2 though, and tell her to call me tonight, and I'll make her do some change for a
Get
piece
it.
of change, make
Get
her
it,
holler
Kano.
for $1. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Rip that asshole, kid.
Because I am your father. You do what I say. I own you. You go. You know what I'm saying? When I say go get my money, I want my money on the 15th. You heard me? Give me my money.
Yeah. Come on,
Oh,
act
Oh, that's cool.
Yo,
Tell your mama-
in
tell your
the
mama-
words of a homegirl of mine, your mama should have swallowed you.
oh.
And let her know how she's walking, because I heard she not walking right after I got done with her. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, you did it
She
to
not
her,
walking
man.
right.
Damn, Def Claw, man. I heard your mom's nickname was Gargamel.
I know I stretched out of shape though, but you know what I'm saying? Just tell her to come back to daddy until I'll get her around 3, 4, and 5. You heard me?
He cool. You know, they be wanting attention. They don't get attention at home.
Yo,
They
guys, you want me
locked
to
up in the
lock
basement.
him or remove? It says remove.
Remove his ass, huh?
He's just he's lonely.
Yeah. His mommy gonna be lonely tonight after I get off this shit. 'Cause I'm so gonna call her.
He said he was born in a science lab.
He's born in the
Oh
sun.
God, what an idiot! He's just
He's a
trolling.
fucking
Yeah,
genetic
man.
modified.
He's
Leave that
just
crystal
trolling.
meth alone, man. Leave that
Yeah,
shit
man.
alone. You know what I'm
Pony
saying?
dust
Leave that
is
meth
good.
alone. That's crystal meth. That's not even pony. That's crystal meth.
That's
You
crystal
fuck-
meth and Molly at the same
Man,
time.
you're destroying your brain cells, son. You're destroying your brain cells.
Basically, that's what's going on, man. And,
Yeah, that's
but the way
Wolf
I
Homie.
see it, though, he really doesn't
Send
have
him in
anything
here.
good to play.
Yeah,
Right? They're
yeah.
still waiting on Horizon Zero Dawn that hasn't launched yet.
That's
Exactly.
if that shit don't have a good story, it's on and cracking.
Oh hell
If
yeah!
that shit don't have a good story, you can't have an open world
The
game without no good
gameplay
story.
alone already looks boring.
And Guerrilla Games is known for not giving you a great story. Well,
Nah.
if it wasn't for no story for Halo, fuck the gameplay. It wasn't the story for Halo, no one would stick around.
Exactly.
Good
Now I
point.
heard they hired some Zomniac people to write the story, but I
mean,
hope
the game
you do it
gameplay
because
looks boring.
yeah, because if that was me, if I was Sony, if this shit don't hit, this don't sell me no systems. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to can your ass like Microsoft did Lionhead. I can't do this shit. Bye bye.
I mean,
I said, I'm not trying to
they already can Gorilla
Hey,
Cambridge.
you guys,
Wait a
did
second.
you
so
guys
Neil
hear that
doesn't
guy
have
who's supposed to
a
be writing the
PlayStation
story
sign?
Crackdown?
Huh?
Oh yeah. Joseph stated.
Oh, that Joseph Statham is
Joseph
on
Statham's
lighting things on
Supposed to
Crackdown.
write
Yeah,
the story of
Yeah.
writing the story.
Yeah, he's actually working on the
So
screenplay.
yeah, that's what's
and
up.
whatnot.
That's dope.
Hell yeah. And for people that don't know, Joseph Staten is actually the one that wrote the first 3 mainline Halo games and Halo Reach. All right,
Yeah.
so that just goes
Yeah,
to show,
yeah,
the pedigree that's behind some of the games in the Microsoft camp. And as we said earlier, our exclusives have high
Right.
replayability. All right. I mean, Halo is still going live. All right. Halo 5, and it's been what, 2 years? All right. And I'm thinking, Gears of War 4, actually one of the best titles around and shit that launched last year. And they keep adding shit month by month, man.
Hey,
You know, the
Kaleidoscope.
games that we have. Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, anybody playing Uncharted 4 multiplayer? Hell no. How many motherfuckers
Hell
on Gears?
no.
You got people arguing about keyboard and mouse. They got a
No.
whole different schedule over here. But you said Gears of War flopped. How Gears of War 4 flopped? And you got man. I don't know no party that you can say, hey, you want to play Gears of War. Chief and them was playing Gears of War at 4 o'clock in the morning
Yep.
with a bunch of people.
Yeah.
Got 2 new maps. Oh, we got some new maps.
Be like
Get in, like, I'm
500,000
dog
people
shit
playing
at it.
Free.
At like 3 in the morning, 500,000 people playing that shit.
And I'm
That's what I'm
dog shit
saying.
at
And
it.
that's at 3 in the fucking morning, people.
Yeah.
All right. Can you imagine what it's like during the day?
Yeah.
All right. Y'all be tripping, man. We game here on Xbox. All right.
And then
why we
another
got
thing.
Xbox.
They don't even know because they don't own
And they don't even have a game. What game they have? What game they have as an esport? That's exclusive. They don't have not
Trying to make
one,
Gran
but we
Turismo
don't play
sporty,
games.
man.
none.
Man, that shit ain't nobody. If that shit gonna be, man, Forza need to, man,
Another,
Forza need to be its own esports like Halo is.
Yo.
They own their own shit.
Yo, that Gran Turismo Sport, that's gonna be like a drive dub. It's gonna be just like drive dub, and they ain't gonna really do nothing. It's gonna be all buggy
hell
and stuff
yeah,
as
dude.
well.
Gran Turismo Sport shouldn't even come out with knowing that Forza's coming this year.
Well, I mean, they need to work the
Especially on
graphics
Scorpio?
over because
Yeah.
Shot you. Listen, put it this way: just ask, what game this generation that's exclusive won a SIGGRAPH, the most prestigious gaming award. They can't tell you because there's none that won it.
no, exactly. None of them won, but Rise, Son of Rome, an Xbox One exclusive, did win the SIGGRAPH award. All right, and I've seen people talking about that it's a generic action game. Actually, the movie licensed titles are generic action games, people. All right,
Quantum.
fucking Rise was on some shit, especially
But
that
think about it,
multiplayer
Rise was
Coliseum mode. Shit,
but
talk
Rise
about
was a-
being
a-
Gladiator.
But Rise was a launch title. We talking about a launch title that came out. A launch title.
Exactly.
Yep.
Says a lot. Says a lot.
We talking about a launch title, and look at their launch titles. Knack,
Trash.
you know what I'm saying? That was whack. They have to argue, and then see people jumping up down. We're gonna get Knack too. Are you serious? But you trip well. We want Halo Wars too. But y'all. We actually wanted that. Y'all know y'all don't want no fucking Knack. We bringing Knack too. What you gonna do different? Ain't no what a fake ass
That's the
class,
thing. We get what
fake
we
ass
asked
crash,
for. We
Crash
get what we asked
Bandicoot.
for, you know? Because we
Oh
asked
no,
for Halo
Pony
Wars.
swear that
They
Crash
put an
Bandicoot
axe
is
in that.
exclusive. You know that, right?
That shit ain't exclusive. They don't own shit.
Swear that shit- that
Yo,
shit
and you
is
know what's
exclusive.
funny, Hubot? The Neo box art doesn't even say only on PlayStation.
Yeah, it doesn't say it because they
No, it doesn't.
just published it for America, but in Japan it was them, Tecmo themselves that published it. That's not a Sony IP. They didn't put money for that game. They just say, okay, we'll bring it out exclusive for PlayStation in America and we'll publish it. I don't know
bet
why
you-
would they.
I bet you
Go ahead, go ahead.
Shenmue. I'm not gonna say too much, but I bet you Shenmue 3 that's gonna end up coming to the Xbox One too because they didn't say it was exclusive to PlayStation 4.
But then-
so we
then-
gonna yeah.
Shenmue, all they did was present the Kickstarter. They didn't put no money for that.
Well,
Exactly.
he did what? $36? What was it?
Yeah,
What was it?
29,
yeah.
29. Yoshida, eat the bone donate.
Oh yeah,
Those things are
Sony
cold,
only
motherfucker.
$29.
Yeah, that's
And ain't for
cold,
the
man.
gamers. That's greatness awaits right there. And left that man on the curve. You know what I'm saying? He probably shaking in his boots trying to get drunk. They gave him all, they took him to E3 that year, got him some, got him some prostitutes, got him high off the blow.
But-
you see all that E3, they all looked like they was had a
Not
long
for
ass
nothing,
night.
though, Bone. Not for nothing, though. You Suzuki deserves it because Phil Spencer has been very vocal. He said he wanted Shenmue on Xbox, and if he wanted that game there, and they would have offered him, he could have gave him the money to make.
Well,
it. They
see,
would've brought it to
people
Xbox.
don't want to understand this shit too. Some of this, and I'm gonna say it, they can rewind it, fast forward. It's a lot of racism going on. They want to stick to their own.
Absolutely,
They want to stick to their own.
Absolutely.
That's what they trying to do. Oh, I'm gonna do an exclusive game for this, or I'm doing that, and then you go back running. You come back running because look at you get these games all of a sudden. Now Ace Combat, that's all I knew was PlayStation. But it had when it got too stupid. Instead of this country and you got this product, it got stupid and turned to all type of crazy shit. But then now you understand that they're not buying the games. They red boxing them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
People
They
are
over there
cheap.
fucking game flying them
It's
motherfuckers.
a game fly red box.
You know what I'm saying? That's what they're
Exactly,
doing.
that's true.
Look at the pattern. All the like the Japanese titles that are coming out.
Ain't
like
nobody red boxing Halo.
No hell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't even see the shit. I ain't caught a Halo in a red box yet.
Yeah, man. Listen, real quick, what I wanted to say, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut anybody off. Look at the pattern with the games. Neo, so far near, or Nier on Automata.
Near Automata.
Yeah, Near Automata, right? Shamu, Persona, Dragon's Quest Hero. All those games, the pattern is the same. How come all those exclusive games are all Japanese developed games? Why? That's not coincidence. It's only Japanese developed games that you see exclusive on
And
that
a lot of those are coming to the Switch, like Dragon Quest Heroes, which
right,
was playing.
which is a
That's coming to
Japanese
the Switch,
fake
yeah.
Japanese
Yeah.
console as well.
Why didn't they come over to the Xbox?
The pattern is
They don't want to.
there.
They don't want to fuck with the
100%.
states.
And the arcade
Exactly.
archives
Talk about
also,
money,
man.
though.
The arcade archives, which is something Hiba really likes, how you can play the old school, Neo Geo, Double Dragon type games. They have that on PS4. And once the Switch was announced, they're like, "Oh, we're bringing arcade archives to the Switch."
Dude, that
The
stuff
Xbox
used
has
to
been
be-
out for fucking 3 years.
Absolutely, and that stuff was on Xbox 360 first, Double Dragon, all those games, River City Ransom, and now they have them there like it's exclusive to their to the PS4 platform or
Switch now,
a console, and now Switch, that make no sense.
Because they sticking to their own.
That was owned by
Exactly.
They
Williams.
sticking to their own.
That was
But then
owned by
people say,
Williams.
well, why? I hear people, why Killer Phil won't get mad and say can't come on? No, because money is money. You don't turn down no money.
Absolutely, Phil ain't even said that shit.
You ain't turn. I'm not turning down no money. Eventually, you might have to come talk to me. And then we think about this: when some shit don't sell, if you do something in business don't sell, and you went to me and you was like, "Hey, I'll give you 80-20." I'm like, "No, that's too much." And I'm doing all the sales, and we can at least go 60-40. See, when you come back to me, it's 80-20.
Listen. Even the famous fraud, right? That everybody knows that people talk about. He was on record. He was there when Phil said we can't put a console or a game in our
Can't force
console
them to put our games.
if they don't want to put it on. Right, we can't force them to put it on our platform if they don't ask us to put it on there. What the fuck does that tell you? That tells you that they don't want to. They can't force them. Yo, you better
Yeah,
put
look-
that shit
look-
on our shit.
Man, look at Kojima. People say, well, why Microsoft didn't offer? They probably offers that motherfucker hands over fist to make them a game. But I want to stay with my kind, my country. I'm going to stay with my kind. That was,
Exactly.
I believe, Phil, and I think they offered him some money.
Listen,
But, I'm going to take this.
I'm pretty sure they
and
did.
Sony.
if you notice, look how
He said he had offerings. He said it, but he said that he stuck with Sony because that's where he felt more comfortable because they give him creative freedom. Like, what the fuck is that? Microsoft
That
ain't
mean
gonna
that
tell
you
you
can
not to
wait
do
10
what you want
years.
to do.
They mean you can wait 10 years before you put out your game. They ain't going to say
Yeah.
so.
Talk about
Exactly.
creative freedom. Why did
Yeah,
Konami kick him
exactly.
to the curb? Because of his
Exactly,
creative freedom that he had on Metal Gear. That shit was fucking
take
in
too
the
long
hole
to make
by
games.
I don't know how many millions. And Konami was already fed the fuck up. It was like, this motherfucker fucking dumping money. He wasted money on Metal Gear Rising, which never saw the fucking light of day. All right, so they basically had to write off all those millions of dollars invested in that shit. If it wasn't for Platinum Games that stepped in and saved it with Metal Gear Solid Rising Revengeance, dude, nobody would have ever even seen that. All right,
Right,
that's
right.
money that this dude was throwing the fuck away. All right, and Microsoft is not that stupid. That's why fucking Scalebound got kicked to the fucking curb.
Yeah.
All right, because they
Obviously
fucking
something
paying
was
these checks to these fucking Japanese developers, and they're
Exactly.
taking the money and using it for other shit and
Something was
concentrating
right.
on other shit. Come on,
Absolutely, something
outta
wasn't
here.
right.
And
Go
you
ahead,
got
bro.
and people don't understand with this too. When you make a business deal, say I made a business deal with Ghost. Ghost promised me to have this game by a certain amount of time. Now I understand it's flaws, and if your flaws is good, like hey, we just couldn't get this code. Matter of fact, we want to use DirectX 12 and we want to put it on Windows anywhere. And I'm like, okay. But then when it's time, I go show up, I'm like, man, you still at ground one. You ain't even laid the foundation. What the hell is going? You showing me? You showing me this? But that's only like a 15-minute game. My people looking for all this, and you wrote a contract. Trust me, they just don't run away with all that money.
they're fired.
You cut it off. You cut that money off. You know that you need to put that money back in my bank account. You need to rewire,
exactly.
have that money back in my bank account. That's why Microsoft didn't sit there and thrash, people, people from Scalebound because they got parts of their money. You're gonna lose some because you invested in them, but parts of that money they got back. Or tell you can't get this money until this gets done.
Boom, when
Also,
a
you
game-
want this other half.
Boom, when a game looks that potentially high and good, right? It takes a lot of bold. It's a bold move to just cancel it, but it's not going to be canceled for no reason. It had to be a reason. They must have been really behind, and a lot of money must have been invested already.
Dude, there was a
That's
lot
the
of
reason-
glitches that was in the
Listen.
game, dude.
Right, that's
the guys
the
that
ri-
was writing the glitches down. They was filling up notebooks with glitches that the game had. All right.
Listen, I think that's the reason. Look, probably the reason why a lot of those games stay on Sony's platform that come out, like for example, The Last Guardian, is because Sony don't really invest money in the development of the games. So they'll let them take as long as they want and bring it out whenever they want. That's why they stay there. But Microsoft, what they usually do is they put the money in the games and in the development of the games to bring them out faster. They give them more manpower, more money to market it, or whatever the case may be. Because that's what they did with Tomb Raider. If not, Tomb Raider was going to be episodic, and who knows how long it would have took, you know? And it was because of that, because they wanted to come out fast. They wanted them to do the job, and they wanted it to be high quality. So in reality, if it wasn't for Microsoft, they would have never had Tomb Raider either.
Oh no, and Crystal Dynamics had to pay a whole lot of money back. See, that's why I hear stuff from the background. When they said, usually you make it like we got MDAs. When we get into like closed betas, we're not allowed to say something, or we'll get blacklisted for getting into closed betas and stuff. They're not going to mess with us no more. That terms was never supposed to get out. That just like if you got a business and this person's going this way, this terms is this never get out. They let it out. Trust me, Microsoft attorneys was right there. I need $6 million of that shit back. It was part of their clause. It's supposed to be. It's part of the clause.
Yeah.
Cut that check.
There's a reason why Microsoft.
And then that's why you never saw Phil bashing them.
Reason why Microsoft.
And you got to do business with them again.
There's a reason why
again.
I say it like this, guys.
Right.
If you look at these Japanese developers, they are lazy. You making games 720p.
Yo, they're phoning it in. They're phoning
Hell
it in.
yeah, man. And they take time on. That's just what they do. Let's take your money. Honestly. And Hevot, check this out. They take our money, right? But there's some American consumers out there, which the Xbox is the #1 box, and PlayStation, let's give them their props. They rank second. They better than the Wii U. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But what American consumers is bragging about a Japanese console, and they'll defend it. But the Japanese people will shit on the American console, won't buy it, and they looking at these Japanese people like, yeah, we making money off of these stupid American people, basically.
Right.
Basically.
Honestly, goes
not buying
to
that
add
shit.
to what you're saying. I think what it is with Japanese developers is that they're so used to doing games old school style when they develop them behind, dude. They don't know how to make high quality games quick enough. Because it seems like all
They
the
don't
high
have the
quality
talent.
Japanese games.
They don't have the talent.
Yeah,
to say
like
that.
it seems like
money.
they're dated, like they're behind.
All
They
the
don't know
money.
how to keep up with the Western style, the European style. Because look at Final Fantasy, how long it took. Look at how long it's taking for Kingdom Hearts 3. It's just like I don't think they just don't
Didn't
know
they
how
say
to
the
make quality
remaster
games
wasn't
fast.
in freaking production yet?
And
The Final
Yeah,
Fantasy
yeah,
VII
yeah,
remake?
yeah.
Yo, touching up
Yeah,
on what
yeah.
Ghost said earlier about Japanese and whatnot, the way they buy their consoles versus the way Americans buy their consoles. You go into any Best Buy, any GameStop, you see the PlayStation console front and center. All right? Now go into a Japanese store. You won't see the Xbox One nowhere in sight. You got to ask for it at the counter, and the guy goes all the way to the back to pull it out the back.
That's
All
a true
right?
story. A couple people said that shit.
All right? And those is actual facts, man. All right?
But
These
they-
motherfuckers, they don't actually fucking like anything that's American based, since it's competition for them. Know what I'm saying? Since they have two consoles out, they have a PlayStation, they have the Nintendo. They're like, oh no, that's more competition. We don't want these Westerners coming to rule our shit in our
Exactly.
homeland.
Yeah,
Fucking bullshit.
yet the American gamers have been embracing all Japanese consoles since the inception of the Sega Master System and
That
NES.
is
Yes,
so
you know
true.
what I'm saying?
That is so fucking
we
true.
always
man.
and they say, oh, you're racist to Japanese. Nah, we not, man. Because these American, I was a kid. My parents spent their hard-earned money to buy me these Japanese consoles. The American people really put them on the map. By
We
buying
made the
those
market
consoles.
for the Japanese consoles. Why the fuck you think they released Ghost? I'm sorry, I mean to cut
No,
you off.
it's all right,
Why you
brother.
think they released the PlayStation 4 for the first time, first here on the U.S. soil? Why? Because they motherfuckers
Exactly.
know that this is the market which brings them the money. They're not
Exactly,
stupid.
bro.
They ain't buying that shit in Japan.
It's only selling now recently.
Yeah, and it's still low numbers. I think the Wii U still outsold it.
Oh no, definitely, man.
Yeah,
I
man,
mean,
and for the Japanese developers out there, man, like start making your characters more manly, man. Because I ain't gonna lie, you know why I stopped playing Final Fantasy a little bit. A lot of them characters be moving like they souffle. You know, I don't want to say gay. You know what I mean? I stopped playing it. I stopped playing that because I started noticing I'm running around.
That's
Look, I ain't gonna lie. Attack on Titans is a Japanese JRPG. The shit was cool and everything, but after a while, man, I'm killing motherfucking naked butt cheek grown men, giant men. Like I just noticed, like, what type of shit is that? And I was playing it.
Yeah,
Like
that's
I'm
that
really realizing.
they call it
like-
androgynous, Ghost. They've been doing that for years, androgynous. So it's almost like what we call a metrosexual, like, you know, somebody that's real flamboyant but supposed to be a man. That's their version of it.
Yeah, but that's all they do. If you look at the shit, that's all
I'm
they
with
do.
you. I'm with you.
Like
Ghost,
it's
I'm with you.
weird ass hairstyles. Like come on.
I'm with
Like,
you.
look at
I'm
a real
with you.
Japanese person. He ain't got his hair like that. Like, come on.
For
Come
them, it's
to
like a rock
nowadays.
star looking.
Get out
shit.
the past, man. Or I don't even think they had their hair like that in the past. But come on, man. Come to the future. Make games better. Like step
right,
it up.
even their voices though, man. Their voices, a lot of their voices is high pitched.
I used to love it when I used to hear this. Like, you know, it gets you hype. You know, nowadays this shit is corny. And step it up, man. Put your voices to these games. Like a lot of this shit's maybe like you gotta read shit. Come on, man. Step
They
this
ain't got the
shit
money
up.
for it, man. That's 30. The budget is not there. We all know this.
What did Yoshida say? Everybody, everybody don't buy exclusives anymore.
Yeah.
yeah,
I'm
he
saying?
did. He's
He
like, what's
came
wrong
out
with
there.
indies? What's wrong with indies?
Yeah, and another thing, man, these guys be talking about exclusives. Your motherfucking, they said basically in short words, man, yo was sparse.
Right.
Like, how can y'all
right.
come at us when yo was sparse?
No, they forgot about that, Ghost. They don't remember that shit.
Nah, I remember because they talk.
Oh, yeah, I know it.
Yeah,
They forgot though. They got
Dude.
short-term memory. That's what happens when you're opposing.
Man, I actually did a video recently and whatnot where I was talking about the first party exclusives that Sony released last year. They had 9 of them on the docket. Only 4 of them came out. All right.
yeah,
And I'll
preach
even,
on,
I'll even
man.
give them Street Fighter.
Preach
I'll
on,
even give them
brother.
Street Fighter. While Microsoft delivered 8 first party exclusives last year. So they basically fucking skull dragged Sony through the gutters last year. And then Killer Phil actually came out and said he's going to deliver more than what he did last year. That's some crazy shit, yo. He's going to deliver more than what the fuck they delivered last year. And what the fuck do they got this year? All right. Gravity Rush, which was supposed to come out last year, but came out this year.
Beat a game.
Horizon Zero Dawn, which was supposed to come out last year, but is about to come out. And Gran Turismo Sport. All
Oh,
right?
you know
And then
that's-
they're hoping and they're praying. I know these motherfuckers is praying daily, all right, that God of War reaches us this year.
Right, or
Because Days Gone ain't
Spider-Man.
coming
They
out
want
this
that
year.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man ain't coming out this year. Detroit ain't fucking coming out this year. There's nothing over there except a whole bunch of overpriced Japanese games that are only worth $30.
Well, should be $30.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But I got another thing is why people. I hear people bitch about why we cannot get exclusives on. I ain't never saw nobody bring out exclusive in January. You know what I'm saying? People don't really buy games right now. They were recovering for Christmas. They ran up their credit cards and shit. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like they wait. They talking about what's tax season. Most people I know in tax season, they finna buy a new car. They finna put that money to somewhere, pay off some bills. They're not finna sit there. I gotta buy all these
Buy
damn
new cell
games.
phones.
Yeah, gotta go get a new. Yeah, I don't.
The only,
it ain't the,
the
it ain't
only
the,
2 games that I know, if you look back, the only 2 games that released in like January and February that made money was the original Devil May Cry and Bayonetta. That's it. Anything else,
Yeah.
you're right. They don't come out with exclusives during this time.
Yeah, you don't. You kind of don't do it because you just threw out your exclusives. So you just threw out your exclusives all holiday season.
Right,
And why
right.
Sony don't throw so many? Like I said, why? If I was Sony, you know what I'm saying? If they would have made me, you know, Prince Yoshida, you know what I'm saying? I'll sit there and it's like, you know what? Horizon Zero Dawn is coming out. I'm gonna put that up with Microsoft big boys. I'm gonna put it up there with this or that because otherwise, that's how you lose all your shit during holiday season. That's what I would do. Like, you know what? Horizon Zero Dawn, I know it's ready. Y'all polish it up, keep it polishing. That's in our back pocket. You know what I'm saying? I'll show gameplay. That's the first game I'll show when we do E3. And then you know what? It's coming out holiday season. When is PlayStation holiday season being? Motherfucking The Last Possum. and Sackboy.
By the way, that last possum and that Gravity Rush didn't do
Exact
shit
boy.
for them in sales.
Yo,
No,
wanna
they
know
don't
what's the
tell you
trip
top.
though? Want to know what's the trip? Is like their exclusives aren't selling because they drop them, like you said, at the wrong time after the holiday season. But we're waiting on other games. We're waiting on For Honor, Ghost Recon Wildlands, and fucking Mass Effect Andromeda.
Yeah, you don't want to come out with
If
Mass
Gears
Effect
of War
Andromeda.
4, and actually Gravity Rush didn't sell because everybody ran out to buy Resident Evil 7, which is a
Yes.
multi-plat.
Yeah,
Now, I guarantee you, if Gears of War 4 would have launched, it would have outsold Resident Evil. All right?
Probably so. Yeah, probably so. yeah.
Definitely, because we buy our exclusives.
Right,
We don't red box the motherfucker.
Oh, we buy a lot of the gamers on Xbox. I mean, they buy digitally, man. That's the other thing that they don't understand. A lot of people buy digitally on Xbox, a lot, and they don't count digital sales.
If they count them, they fucked.
Oh
told
yeah,
people
you actually. I bet you if Microsoft actually counted and posted the digital sales with the physical, I think every game would probably dust every PlayStation exclusive.
But see, they came out and said that. I mean, like I say, what you call it said. People's like, I hear people, why is no advertisement for what you call? Everybody doesn't watch TV these days. I barely watch it. This is Discovery Channel most of the time, Moonshiner, because I'm gonna make my own liquor in a minute, something like that. You know, I catch movies every now and then. But
Can't wait to watch Vikings.
yeah. But I will go. But you know how many times I be on YouTube a day? I go watch YouTube
Right.
channel. Now, if you go on YouTube channel, yeah, you're gonna see an ad for Halo Wars.
Yep.
You're gonna see that. That's what you people saying where their advertising money is. But I ain't see Sony throwing no party, a launch party for Nier.
Right,
Neho.
and they won't.
But you
They
get
won't.
one. But
Hey,
Microsoft
hey.
saying we on time, we on prime time, we in
Square,
motherfucking Times Square, motherfucking New York City. Not El
Hell
Paso, New York City.
I got a confession, Bone. I got a confession. You hear it?
Yeah. I hear you.
Yeah, yeah.
Listen,
I saw that Halo Wars 2 trailer, and that shit got me like I want to buy it day one now. That shit hyped me. That shit hyped me up.
Hey,
It hyped
my
me
brother
up, man.
comes.
I was like, what the fuck?
I said I wasn't probably get a day when my brother coming in. That nigga owe me like 6 games, so he might be having to come. That credit card might be getting swiped tomorrow night, and gonna buy this. Like you can have it because I've been doing him bad because we game share. He ain't been putting it on his. He usually supposed to be getting all sports games. I used to get everything else. He been
Right.
he had newlywed, so I've been giving him a pass. But when he get his ass over here tomorrow, it's gonna be grass when I pick him up from the airport. I'm like, you need to get me this Halo Wars, and then I'll keep it digital. Because sometimes I do him bad when I don't get a hard copy. He be like, I can't play. You go buy it.
Right.
Because I done bought everything else.
I ain't gonna
but
lie, man.
Yes, since y'all brought up Halo Wars 2 though, what's everybody's thoughts on that, man? As far as like the trailer and all
The
that.
trailer looked really freaking good, man. I wasn't hyped for the game at all, bro, but I think the story looks more intriguing than Halo 5.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I was
And
like,
Halo
what
5
the
was no
fuck?
slouch, man, but there was so much at stake in that trailer.
Yeah, but I'll
Yeah.
be honest, with you, this trailer, Halo Wars 2, looks so good. It for me, it was even more hype than Halo 5.
Yes.
hey,
Especially when they talked about the villain. I was like, what? That nigga
Yeah, there was
look
a
good.
lot
But
of
if I
shit
could do-
fucking
Oh,
around.
Atrion.
man.
Yeah, the Atriox. that
Oh, see,
motherfucker-
Atriox. But see, a lot of people didn't know about Atriox. He been mentioned before in so many terms. The band has been mentioned. They mentioned him in Halo 2 when they gave the Arbiter that chance. You gonna beat the Arbiter, or you gonna get some bad things to you. Remember when the Arbiter, his first mission was to go knock down the other faction?
Right.
I heard that had something to do with the Atriot. I was part of his faction.
Yeah, but they never
he
showed
needed
him
somebody
before,
to tell. The what you call it was scared of him. Thing about it, the Covenant mentioned him, and they kind of mentioned them in Halo Wars too. They feared them like they fear humanity. And
Yo,
see,
they
what
said-
the
they
trick
said
about
he,
it, they
he,
split
he
with
took
sleep.
out the entire thing. He didn't listen to nobody. He said he took out the entire Covenant army or whatever, some shit like that. Like, I'm like,
No,
what?
he got banished. That's why they banished. They got banished. It's like he was maxing them out. Think about it, he couldn't top the Covenant at the time. But think about Brutes are strong characters, and this is when you have a
Right.
elite bow down to you, you better get that rarity. They don't bow down really. They'll fight to the end. But you got a faction that bows down to you, and you got an AI scared as hell. And think about it, you got a crew that just woke up. They've been asleep for up 10 years. They don't know what the fuck is going on. The last thing they know is they still fighting the
that
Covenant.
trailer looks beast, man.
They don't know. They don't know
Right.
that the Covenant
All I
been
gotta
destroyed.
say,
They don't know that,
And
you
my
know,
point-
Cortana, they has nothing. They don't even know nothing what Cortana's doing. See, that's what I
Right,
told
right.
people. Oh, Halo's a saga. It ain't no motherfucker. This ain't no trick. This a saga. You got
No,
that,
this ain't
that
Nathan
universe.
Drake, people. It
Yeah,
ain't
you
Nathan
can,
Drake.
you can actually leave.
I
You can
just throw
actually
shit in
leave.
at last minute.
Just like with ODST, that was another shocker. We heard about them, but you made the game. That's one of the best Halo games too. Cause why? You was a human. You didn't have all the superhuman
Yeah,
strength.
yeah.
Weren't
ODST
they
was
mentioning
good.
Forerunners in Halo 1? I could have sworn
Yeah.
that Forerunner in Halo 1.
Oh yeah, that was forward. That was a forerunning statue because that was she end up. That's what Cortana end up interpreting. But
Right.
nobody knew about that shit. Look what we know about the forerunners now, the precursors.
Yeah.
Look at all that
Yeah.
stuff. I'm like, man, I'm a real Halo dude. I'm like, damn, that shit is crazy.
Yeah, the lore's real well
Real-
thought out. That's what I'm saying. It's real well thought out. That trailer was beast.
That trailer.
I'm
looks
not
fire.
interested in the exactly goes. I'm not interested in the game, but
I
I'm
was.
willing to try it just because that trailer sucked me up. I was like, damn.
I was.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck?
But I'm hesitant though. I'm hesitant.
I know, but it looked fire though.
Yeah, it does look tough.
We
That's-
support
put it
our
this way.
games, goddammit. Fuck that.
Yeah, I'll put it this way. I'm not gonna
Yeah, I
lie.
did
I
buy
didn't.
some whack
I
ass-
didn't play Halo Wars 2, but I know what I did. I did take my ass on YouTube and I watched every cutscene.
You
And that's
one?
how I
You mean
learned it.
one or
Yeah,
two?
Halo,
the first
Halo Wars 1. I watched the
Yeah.
whole cutscenes.
Yeah, the nice thing you get part one
what the
remaster.
call said, yeah. And see, that's why I told a lot of people too. Microsoft was giving that to you away in November. People pre-ordered just to play that shit again.
Hell yeah.
Right.
You got
When
it
is
for
that
free.
releasing, bro? To the
What?
public?
What?
Halo Wars?
Yeah,
What?
yeah. The
17?
remaster. I think that's going to be separate.
It's already no. You if you already pre-ordered it, you can get it.
I think I want to buy that before I buy 2, just so I could get the feel of the game, you know?
It's the
Yeah,
thing
I
about it,
feel
me
you.
playing 1. I played 1. I just didn't buy it. Me playing 1. One thing about it, people mad at Halo Wars because it's kind of it's kind of dumbed down RTS. Like you can hit the RB button and get all your troops. People used to clicking on the mouse and go half the screen
Yeah,
and then
fuck
go
that.
and then roll all the way up. Where they made it easier.
They made it console friendly.
They made
that's
it.
why.
They made it. Yeah, it's easier. So you got pure RTSs. Fuck this shit. But maybe you might like it because it's difficult. It's strategy at the same time. You still got to do the resources, but it's button simple.
Exactly.
It's button. Just like what we got. What you call it? That shit usually for a keyboard and mouse. What we got that Fallout Shelter, but it
Yeah,
works. Oh, they made it where it works.
Yeah,
Oh,
cheap.
yeah.
You just hold A and you just drag no motherfuckers to the room. Throw them in the room. Go do some work.
Master Chief, he always talks highly about Halo 1. He said that the Halo Wars 1 was like really, really good.
No, because
But
you didn't
yeah,
know that
he
was
actually-
epic.
He got into the story and he got into the gameplay. The gameplay was actually pretty fucking good for an RTS. Dude, it was up there
I
with
can
the best of
never-
them.
I'm not really into real-time strategy games, so I can't really tell you. I saw the trailer. The trailer looked pretty good, and it's very intriguing and enticing. But like I said, I'm just not into the real-time strategy games. Like
Hey, we ain't hanging on you. That's
Yeah,
I can respect
I feel
that.
you.
Yeah, everybody
I
don't
mean,
like real time strategy.
I'm not going to be getting it anytime soon, just for the simple
Yeah.
fact that I just got For Honor, Ghost Recon Wildlands is right around the corner, and Mass Effect Andromeda, dude.
I definitely-
Those are the three first titles I'm gonna get before I get Halo Wars.
You're prioritizing them. That's all right.
Yeah, priorities.
But no,
I
I'm
will.
sitting there. Yeah, but see that Halo, I'm just so like I forgot who I told. I said I might just be getting that shit just for the story. I didn't like
Oh,
Blitz
yeah.
mode. I didn't like Blitz mode. But then people don't understand they have multiplayer.
Right.
Yeah, they had the normal mode, yeah. The
Yeah.
first Halo was that.
Yeah, I liked it the normal mode, you know. And then I think it's co-op to a certain. I think it might have co-op. So
I think the first one was co-op.
yeah, the first one had it. Yeah, you can play with somebody. So you take over this side of the base, you take over that side of the thing, and you just go. But then the cutscenes are top notch.
Oh yeah.
Microsoft. Thing about it is Microsoft need to buy Blur because they do a great job.
Right.
They need to
But
buy
they're the
them.
same people who did the ones for Halo 5.
They did Halo. They do
Yeah.
Halo 5. They did the Master Chief Collection with
Yeah,
Halo.
right.
They did the
Four.
first. They did yeah. And see, thing about it, they put out. Man, that's a whole lot of money. You spend $1 million a cutscene.
Yo, let me ask y'all this
That-
question right quick. Let me ask y'all this question. Y'all know they got a new development company out of London called Left London, right? And they working on some new games for the Xbox One and Project Scorpio, right?
Okay.
Now, Max, y'all know about that, right?
No.
I've
I'm
heard
not
of
really
Lift
having-
London. I never knew they were making games though.
Yeah, they're making games for the Project Scorpio, Xbox One, all that, and they supposed to unveil something this year.
Nice, nice.
Okay, well, since you brought that up, all right, let's talk about the E3 this year. As far as like the games, the exclusive games that are going to be coming. What type of games you guys think is going to be showing up at the E3 this year? I mean, last year Microsoft delivered 8 titles.
I'm gonna
They
go
brought
first
to
with this
market.
one. I'm gonna go first with this one. I
Yeah,
think they're gonna
yeah.
show off the exclusive hack and slash to make up for a Scalebound. I'm hoping a Fable 4 or something or a Rise 2. We might see a couple of platformers. We're gonna see some shooters. I expect to see, and just a lot of new IPs. We're gonna see more gameplay of Crackdown 3. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a lot of new innovating. I know the first thing they're gonna talk about, the very first thing that they're gonna talk about at the press conference is the Xbox Scorpio. Then they're gonna get straight to the games, and then more details on it at Xbox Day with the Project Scorpio and the games that they got coming for it, and the VR and stuff like that. I know they're gonna bring out VR, but it's mainly gonna be just games upon games for Microsoft press conference.
Well, that's good if they actually start off with the Scorpio, because I know a lot of PC heads that are actually gonna fucking come in they fucking pants the minute they show off the Scorpio. Because most of these characters, even though they got PCs, they want that Scorpio because they know what's under the hood. They know it's more than 6 teraflops of power with all that memory. I mean, how many gigabytes of memory is it, people? Once again,
6 terabytes.
So far, it's saying 12 and 2 for the UI. So 14.
dude, it's just ridiculous the specs on this console, yo. And most PC heads are basically nutting in their pants just by seeing this shit. Like, oh, really? Because they know this shit is only running at 720p. All right, they finally going to be able to get true 4K native.
And some of these when the Project Scorpio comes out, some of these Flipperachi's gonna come around and they're gonna jump shit back over to
Yeah, definitely.
they're gonna come and jump on Microsoft ship again. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the Flipperachis out there in the world. They're gonna flip one way, they're gonna flip another. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the Flipperachis out there.
Yeah, true that. I mean, there's a certain fraud out there and whatnot that'll probably jump back on board. But if he jumps back on board, he ain't gonna be able to come home to the same fucking group we used to hang out with. You know what I'm saying? He might as well be playing offline if he does come back.
Oh shit.
See that? Yeah, but like I said though, you know, with the Project Scorpio, what we seen last year, like the little snippet of it and what they talking about, it seems cool. I know they're gonna be running how it's gonna run, but when they show the console and the price, that's when people gonna say, yes, I'm definitely gonna pre-order it. Microsoft, take my money. Then when they announce games like Rise Syndrome 2, Rise the Empire, or Fable 4 or something that has something to do with Scalebound with another company or whatever, and Phantom Dust and whatever, Microsoft, take my money.
Yeah, basically, that's what's gonna happen, man. What are your thoughts on this, 100? What do you think about this gonna go down at this E3?
Ah, man, shocking. It's about to be motherfucking Baghdad. You know what I'm saying? Switch for the bait. They gonna hit the motherfucker with a shocking eye. Like I told people, we took over Iraq in two weeks. You can't take over Baltimore in 2 weeks. But that's how the stable's gonna feel. Like, what the fuck? And if I was Microsoft, I'll come out. This is Project Scorpio. Straight off the bat. That's my first thing. Project Scorpio. This the price $399. I might got a high end one for about $5. I'll say my starter is $399. You know what I'm saying? And then like if you want the full, you know what I'm saying? I'll for the PC and streaming. No. I put an SSD drive in that motherfucker you're gonna pay $4 to $5 for the shit. That motherfucker's still expensive. And that's, you know, do like how they do. You know how you can buy a PC and you can just throw just certain parts, but just do the hard drive work.
If that shit is $500, I'm still buying that shit.
Yeah, but I don't. But if it's showing, and then I sit there, and then you bring out Forza, and you saw Forza running on the X. Then you saw Forza running on the 4K Ultra PC, and then you show it on the Scorpio, and they all playing together like they did Forza Horizon 3.
They should,
and they were playing on different things.
They should have a banner where they show Scorpion stinging a opponent.
And so they just sitting there, and you just driving. Cause see, I'll be sitting there like, okay, then you start throwing out this games, and then I might even pull a Sony trick. I'll show 2 games coming on the horizon. That's why I'm gonna say horizon because I'm not putting a time frame on them. That sounds better on the horizon. See how it work?
Yeah,
Because now you got to
exactly.
word your shit right now because these motherfuckers pick through your shit.
No, it's like
Now-
you do that. It's
now-
bash them. Oh, they show games far out. Look at what they doing.
Mhm.
Now
We
with
ain't
the
getting
with the
down.
check this out. Well, with the Sony press conference, this is what I'm expecting from the Sony press conference. I'm actually going to see we're going to see some of the same games, probably a couple of new ones, and I say we're going to at least see one release date for one game. The rest of them we're just going to see CGI trailers and a couple of gameplays, but the rest of them we're going to have one release date for one particular game. I don't know what it is, but it's going to be one game. That's going to be.
I'll tell you this: what you'll see at that PlayStation one, you're gonna see another clip of God of War. Guarantee you.
Yeah.
To get the people hyped. To get them hyped. Oh, they show God of War.
You're gonna
Another
see.
scene.
You're gonna see a clip and a release date, probably for
They're
next
gonna
year.
see God of War again. They're gonna see Spider-Man. They're gonna see Days
See,
Gone. They're gonna see Detroit.
Yo, my
And to
nigga,
me,
I'm not lying to you.
Detroit is like one of them. What you call it? What was that?
a movie
Heavy
theater.
rain type of shit. I think
Yeah,
that's just something like
exactly.
some heavy rain
Same
shit.
people.
Not saying nothing wrong with them, but that shit didn't sell.
Right.
So
No, it didn't.
that shit
Yo,
didn't sell.
I'm not hating on
Once
GameStop.
again, the Sony camp, the Sony fanboys or whatever, the PlayStation demographic, they don't actually support their exclusives, right? They'd rather go out and run out and buy 12 Telltale games before they buy anything
Yo.
remotely similar.
And
as
the
an
ones that's my fault to cut you off, but ones that are playing the PlayStation 4, they top in the top 20, that key game that they play the most is Knack. Come on now, they're playing Knack over Uncharted 4 right now, and
Nah, it's
Uncharted
because
4
Knack
ain't
was
even.
$5 on sale. That's
Right. Right. Exactly.
Oh wow! See,
Exactly.
because they
I'm about
wait
to
for
say
it to
that
be
too.
$5, man.
the order.
Anytime you
and Knack
see
were
a
both there,
game-
man, and they were both on sale for $5. So
Yes. Anytime you see a game being played a lot, it's because it was a sale.
Yeah. And I got one question.
They did it
Remember they
with the
bitch? Remember they bitch complained about how Microsoft had Tomb Raider and it was time exclusive and it was all this and they was doing all this. They didn't even support the motherfucker.
Right.
Nope.
So if I was Crystal Dynamics, hey Christo, I'm gonna make your shit pot sweeter. I don't want that shit to never touch that console a day in their life. What you make off of it? I'm gonna double it. Cause they ain't gonna buy it. I'm gonna double it. You gonna double it? Yeah, I'm gonna double it. It ain't my money anyway. That's motherfucking Bill Gates money. Shit, I'm getting my money, but I'm gonna double it. I'm gonna go
Microsoft should
talk
just
to.
make it exclusive, man. Fuck
Yeah,
the
I'm gonna
dumb
buy
shit.
you. Or then if you don't,
Well,
I'm
Tomb
a- I'm-
Raider,
I- and
Tomb
if
Raider
you-
sold at least 2
Yeah.
million copies on the Xbox One.
and
at
if you
least.
Way more, way
if
more.
you don't,
I know it's they try to shit on it.
yeah.
Oh,
We're
you're
not talking
probably
about the
right. You're
digital.
probably
The
right,
digital.
Collider.
There's a lot of
Probably
people that buy
right,
shit
but I'm-
digital on
Yeah.
Xbox.
Especially
And
when they
if-
do those sales. When they do those
But remember, guys, Adam Greenberg and them was lying. Remember that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
if you do it, if they don't want to do it exclusive, give me the option to buy the shit. I want to buy you, and that's when you come in playing big boy game. How much
it's
you
just-
worth?
It
How
just
much-
slipped my mind.
How much you worth? I need this money. I got this money. I got $500 million, $1 billion right here cash. I want Crytek. I want the fucking engine. I want all y'all. Take your ass to the Redmond. Get your asses from over here. You coming to Redmond. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to, people say we need more first parties. If they won't do it, I'm gonna make it. You think about it, money talks, bullshit walk. I'm gonna make them an offer they can't refuse.
Yeah,
Your debt is clean. I clean off your debt. Come on, we talking about motherfuckers that got money. Big bank, little bank. People have been doing this shit for years. I just told my old lady that I know a guy that buy companies and he sell them off in parts. Make people lose jobs. I ain't telling them until you lose your job. You just finna come work for me.
Smart business move.
Yo, but check this out,
definitely
though.
smart business.
It just slipped my mind, you know what I'm saying? I think Microsoft going to do this again. They're going to make it like a time exclusive for this game, and I'm talking about Shadow of the Tomb Raider. That we hear about. I
Oh,
think
the
they're
new
going to make that. Yeah, I think they're
That
going
was
to make
like
that
a
a time
leak that they
exclusive
bring
again.
out that they're supposedly doing right. Who
I
knows?
don't know because they're working on Marvel,
damn.
ain't they?
Yeah, I heard it's done. I heard the damn
Nah,
near
it's
done.
almost done. They were doing the finishing touches on the game.
I heard that it's done. So that game we might don't know about. We might be getting that game holiday season.
Who knows?
Yo, they didn't even.
Want to know what's the trippy thing? I'm not even excited for that game though. Even though I know it's gonna be fire, I'm more excited as to what Microsoft got up their sleeve.
Right.
Right? That's what the fuck I'm excited for.
wonder what they
Because I mean, just Crackdown alone, all right, is fucking fire, man. I mean, fully destructible city using the cloud servers and the whole nine. Dude, and then you got Joseph Stanton from Halo fame writing the story as well. Dude, that shit gotta be all kinds of sick, man. And just to think, the lead character is actually black.
Yeah.
All right, that's a trippy thing, man. I mean, dude, I fucking love some of the games that these guys are going to be bringing to market. But we haven't heard from you, J-Lo. What do you think about this whole E3 thing, man? What do you think Microsoft is going to be showing?
I know they're gonna be showing the rest of the 4 games coming out this year. You know, State of Decay, Sea of Thieves, Crackdown, and Forza 7. Obviously, they're gonna show Forza 7. They're gonna showcase that on Scorpio. And what I think they're gonna do is they're gonna do the demos with, you know, since all the games are multiplayer, one person's playing it on the S, one's on the PC, one will be on the Scorpio, and they're gonna showcase the differences for each game just by doing the multiplayer showcases like that. I think they're gonna, you know, sneak in. If they don't do a Scorpio event, I think that'll be a good way to just sneak that in there without taking it away
to
from
get the
game.
message out, right?
Yeah, you'd be knocking 2 birds out with 1 stone. You'd be showing the games and showing the benefits of the Scorpio at the same time.
Yeah.
As
people
far
wanna
as
see
games
that
though, man,
Scorpio.
I want some.
Yeah, I want to see that.
I want some new IPs, dude. Because we know what's coming this year. We don't know what's coming next year. And we're going to at least have 3 games, 3 AAA games next year at the very bare minimum. I know that for a fact. So I'm hoping for 3 new games next year. If it's Halo, Gears, and Forza, I don't give a fuck. Those are dope games. But still, I like some new IP.
New IPs would be great.
I think we'll see some new shit this year because if Phil said that they're going to deliver more than what the fuck they delivered last year, dude, if last year was 8, that means they talking about 9. Minimum. Minimum.
Well, I heard
Maybe,
what you
alright.
call it. I heard Ubisoft was somebody that we like that we ain't heard from in a minute. Named Splinter Cell.
Yeah.
I kind
Yeah.
of down there. I didn't saw some shit. I
That'd be
think
big.
I think that I think, and I don't think it's. I think they're gonna sit there and like, okay, we're gonna bring that back.
I mean,
Dude,
That's
that
day,
shit
that's
would
day one for
actually-
me if they bring it back.
That
That's
would
day
turn
one.
And
a lot
then,
of
and
heads.
then you know what? And then I'll get, and I'll do, and I will treat if they'll let me, if Ubi do that and let me have that shit. If Ubisoft let me do it, I want my motherfucking shit exclusive, and I'm going. And then what they do with Halo, all these games are backwards compatible when you buy the game,
Yeah.
so you can catch up on the series. I think you can't. They actually can do one, but
Conviction that you could only play it on.
Yeah, you could do Conviction and
you
Blacklist.
can. No, you
Black-
can do. You can do
Oh,
one
and the third
because
one too.
no, you can't do one. But I don't. They're gonna have to make an X.
One
no,
is on
because
the
it's
360
X.
marketplace.
Yeah, but one is X86, and you can
But
use
one's
that.
even back compat on
Yeah.
360. So you could
Yeah.
even just do that.
Yeah,
And you can buy it
yeah.
digitally right now.
Or the original. The original.
Yeah, it's
Yes,
$10 on the 360 marketplace.
Oh, okay, so yeah, so they already got that. You get all the Splinter Cells. Catch up on the series. And if you preload, if you get them today, you know what I'm saying, you pre on the day, and I'll make it on them, and I'll put that only on the Microsoft thing. I ain't at no GameStop and none of that shit. Fuck them. You go on that
Fuck yeah.
store, go to
Splinter
Microsoft
Cell
store.
Ultimate.
Yeah, boom, here you go, right here. Because that's how much me and Ubisoft liked it. And I'll do some cold shit. I have Ubisoft do it at they shit too. Blow it up
Hell
at they
yeah.
shit. Like, hey, at y'all conference, y'all say, man, guess, and show more gameplay. Like, only on Xbox. Or
Yeah.
only on Windows 10 products. I don't give a fuck if that shit go on PC. So what?
It's more money for Microsoft.
Uh-huh.
At the end of the day, man, they fucking is both they shits.
Microsoft's just making money all the way
As long as
around.
you can't play it on the competitive console, that's all that matters.
No, it's not back. You came backwards compatible. Don't do backwards compatibility. They got what, 6 games backwards compatible? They don't want to. They want you to do it. No, I'm giving you the game. Digital, boom.
Right.
Here you
right.
go. If you pre-order today, all of them right now. That's why I be throwing. If I do throw prequels, if I do throw games like that, I do it. Microsoft has that because they can go backwards compat. They have that option.
Well, that's the ammo right there.
You know what I'm saying? Look at what they did with what you call it. That the
Another
other
notch
game they
on
both
their
got
belt.
counter. They sit there. You can play the last one. Boom. Here you go. You know, like hey, and I'll make a deal with Battlefield. You see all these Battlefield games all of a sudden coming backwards compat.
Yep.
All of a
Battlefield
sudden.
and the Call of Duties, man.
Yo,
I think Call of Duty. I think certain ones can't do it because they got that bullshit ass. They took that money, and they all doing it.
That's why
They
you
took
still
that
don't
money.
see no. That's why you still don't see no Black Ops 2 on there yet.
Yeah, exactly. It's like
Where
Activision,
did
they
they
be
might
trying to
be
milk
doing
that
a Black
motherfucker.
Ops?
motherfuckers trying to milk that shit.
Yeah. And then everybody complains about Microsoft. It's not their fault. They want every game backwards compatible. It's up to the damn publisher to do it. So
Yeah,
get mad at the
licensing,
publisher.
I'm Game Bone, a lot of things, licensing.
Yeah, you got
Music
music for certain
rights.
games, right? Some people are dead now, and they whole camp want more money. You won't see a fight night. I tell people you won't see a fight night
Yeah, I've been
unless
waiting for Fight Night.
you ain't gonna see another fight night unless they make deals with all these boxers because video games make money. Some of these motherfucking video games generate more money than movies.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
that's a fucking
It's
fact.
called business. You want Mayweather? You want people that Mayweather own? Mayweather own people probably we don't even know that they own. He own them. Own the rights to rights, just like Michael Jackson had rights to the Beatles album. We don't know what people got. You got to fuck with Bob Bearman. I said it's easier for basketball and football and FIFA because they have players union. You got to deal with two identities, the league and the players union.
Wanna
That's
know
all
what's
you got to
different?
deal with.
Like Halo is a multi-billion-dollar franchise. Gears is a billion-dollar franchise. All
Forza now.
Yeah, Forza is a billion-dollar franchise. And then Grand Theft Auto 5 recently announced that they've just finished shipping 75 million.
Yeah, sick.
All right, so games are making way more money than movies. These guys is making Avatar money. All right, Avatar fucking money, yo. That's how much video games people invest into them.
That's their movie now. My video game is my movie because it takes me to a different. That's why I
Never
tell
know.
my old lady it takes my mind to a different area. Like I said, I might have a stressful day. The old lady might cuss me out because you know what I'm saying. I didn't feel like going to SeaWorld or some shit because I don't like animals but I can go get on that game. I can go play Halo. I can get on that game and zone out.
You know what's crazy
Exactly.
though, right? I mean,
And
videos.
it's not just something that's passive for 2 hours, 2 hours and a half, maybe 3 hours, where you're just sitting down passively. You're actually engaged into what's going on.
Yo, you got to give props to a lot of gaming developers, man, because I'm kind of happy that a lot of video games now they starting to become movies.
Yeah,
You know,
they're highly
And
immersive.
that's fire right there. In
That all
itself.
comes with the technology too. Absolutely. Yeah.
Dude,
That's
Rise
fire.
of the Tomb Raider when it launched last fall, shit, man. Dude, I zoned out for the next 3 or 4 days. Nobody was talking to me. I was
That
just
shit
playing
was-
Tomb Raider.
It was very well, man.
Well,
Same
I
thing
did
with
Halo
Rise. For the
5.
launch,
Man, it's the
man,
best.
I fucking put on Rise. I didn't put that motherfucker down till I was done. All right? Till I
And some
was
games,
done, that
some
shit didn't
games
get put down.
immerses you that way. They get you. When I played Rise of the Tomb Raider, my man Tax was like, "Save some. Fuck you. This shit is too good.
Exactly, yo.
This shit too good." When I saw her in that snow, and I was running from that bear, and I went to the deep snow, and you get $150, and the bear just I'm like, damn. The next time, like, okay, I got some poison for this. I'm creeping. Like, and the story, like, Laura grew up. Laura's she was a badass. She takes a whole lot of falls. She's a bad motherfucker. That's a badass woman. She take more.
That was
She
a badass
takes
game.
more falls. Yeah, she takes more falls than Master Chief. Shit, and he got armor on.
Exactly.
I haven't finished actually Rising 2, man. I gotta finish that.
No.
That shit is
And then
badass.
and then they DLC that a Bobby Bobble. That shit is tripping. I be tripping. I tell people, pick that shit.
Yeah,
that's
just
that's a
started that
trip.
up.
Yeah, and that's a trip.
I'm glad that you guys brought up Tomb Raider, especially that snow level. Remember when they first showed that announcement trailer with her in the snow climbing over the ridge?
Yeah.
Before the pony started flipping out. That's not
That's
in game.
CG.
That's not in game.
Was.
And
Man,
it
you
turned
saw
out
the
to be
crystals.
all in game, yo.
You know what's so cold? I looked at it, I said, damn, this is people talk about the Xbox so bad. You can see the crystals in the snow.
Exactly.
You
Yep.
walk it.
And you
And
know
I'm
what's
telling
crazy?
people I'm playing that shit. I'm like, man, see the crystals. This shit is. I thought 1 looked good. I'm like, damn, 2's looking. And I ain't got no 4K TV.
I know.
And I'm like, damn, what it look like on a 4K. Oh man,
Playing that on 4K, bro, that stuff is beautiful.
And the game was still DirectX 11 compliant. So imagine.
I'm saying, guys,
Just
when they
imagine,
shoot,
though, man, how they changed the narrative. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Supposedly the PS4 was 50% more powerful. But when it
Right.
comes to games, dude, we got shit like Halo. We got shit like Gears. Fucking Rise of the Tomb Raider looked phenomenal. Rise Son of Rome, which was a launch title. Coach shitted on the fucking Sony lineup easily. And that's not the only game we had. We had a whole bunch of other titles that launched with it. But you know, it just goes to show that all that fucking hype and all that bullshit that Sony was talking about was actually all that at the end of the day. A bunch of fucking bullshit, yo.
That was an
To
epic
get
fail.
gamers to go out and buy their shit.
Yo, let
let's
me.
hear from you, Ghost, because I know you was going to say something. What was you
Yeah,
going to say?
yeah, collab, definitely, man. What y'all was just talking about, the beginning and all of that, in-game play and all that. These motherfuckers on theirs, they show Uncharted, and he fell right through the ground.
Man,
Remember the Frozen, and they say, "Oh no, the controller." You know what I mean? They try to lie.
that happened to him like two or three times.
Yeah,
That
and
problem.
they fucked up. And we had jokes on them, but they try to damage control that shit. It is what it is. To me, Rise of the Tomb Raider looks better.
Oh, that's a fact.
Yeah.
My
Tile
honest,
resources, man. They use tile resources for Rise.
And the backgrounds don't look like cardboard cutouts, man. Look
Nope.
at some of the backgrounds on the
Oh,
scenes that they're
none.
talking. Actually analyze the background, people. That shit looks garbage. It looks like trash. While Rise of the Tomb Raider, you see fucking the architecture, the buildings, the design. And these
There's life
motherfuckers
going
got
on.
these
You
square
can
looking
zoom in
buildings in
on,
the
on
background.
anything on the objects, and it stays at a high res. You can see it like it's right there still.
The lighting,
next
the
to you.
textures, everything.
No, you might be walking and see a fucking. You might be walking now. I didn't got caught by a couple of things. I've been walking. Oh shit! Look and damn, look at a deer. Let me go knock this deer out so I can, you know what I'm saying, so I can hook up my armor and shit. And then I went when I went to that paradise, that hidden city, and I decided just to walk through it. And I'm like, damn, this shit beautiful. And a motherfucking tiger came out. Oh shit! I ran. I'm like, I wasn't expecting that. It was like a thrill moment. You know, I had to go run my ass up a
Exactly.
tree. And he
It's
stood
funny
there.
though. It's funny because Laura's fighting bears, she's fighting tigers, but Nathan Drake is struggling to fight a chick. This chick is whooping him and his brother's ass simultaneously.
Wow.
Bars.
Meanwhile, he's taking grenades in the faces and surviving 3-story falls.
My man, he had a grenade blow up in his face and nothing happened to him. What you
But he
talking
can't take
How
on a
could
chick.
they?
about? He's Superman.
But with Laura Fall, she's damaged. Remember on the first one, that sequel on the first Tomb Raider shocked the shit out of me.
Even when
when
she
she get up
falls in the
and she got
water, inside
stabbed,
the
yeah,
water.
and you got to
Yeah,
go
yo.
through. That was
dive. The
that was
rapid touch is
epic.
rough. Yeah, man.
Yeah, that was fucking epic right there. Like she hurts. She was sitting there. Oh damn! I'm like, Lord, you strong motherfucker. Your frail ass. I'll marry your ass if I was into the white girls, man. Cause you a bad motherfucker. You gonna be my bodyguard. I ain't going on them ventures with you. Don't let my Samoan brother go with you. You know what I'm saying? Cause I ain't going to, you know what I'm saying? That's what I ain't going nowhere. The land's unknown and I ain't coming back.
Yeah,
And look all the different
Exactly.
enemies you got. You had humans, you had animals. You had motherfucking soldiers that ain't even them motherfuckers. I played the shit the other day. I forgot about how hard them motherfuckers, the undead soldiers. I'm like,
Oh, hell
shit.
yeah.
the Warriors.
And they they accurate than a motherfucker too with the bow and arrow. They accurate. I'm like, damn. I
Yup.
got to get in cover.
and
Yeah,
they
you gotta be scampering across the ground and shit the way she be doing it.
Uh-huh. Shit, I had to go put out the shotty body.
Now,
Yeah,
but want to know why Laura's more hardcore than Nathan? Because Nathan is from the souffle camp, like Ghost said earlier. All right,
Souffle.
that's what it is, man. You know, people over there they worry about the moving chest hairs and shit instead of the gameplay.
play souffle. Boom. It ain't PlayStation. Play souffle. Play ass calls.
Oh, you can't talk about that, man. We got greatness over here, man. It's greatness.
Greatness.
Oh wait,
greatness.
that's how they
We
get
got
got. That's
greatness.
why I did that. Greatness. Oh wait, you get your games years from now, and they be gassed up.
But like I told, I told the PlayStation camp that motherfucking they race car game don't sell 1.5 by Christmas. I'm clowning.
I mean, I see it as this. It's gonna sell because it's dry. They got no car game really like that. It's
I
top
know,
quality.
That
So they-
motherfucker better
and
be
then Gran-
The only game they
1.5
got is
for a
Project
sport.
Cars.
Yeah, Gran
That motherfucker-
Turismo, they love it. So you know, a lot of people, oh, it's Gran Turismo. They're gonna jump on that quick. But I guarantee you, when Forza hit that scenery, that shit's gonna go. Whoa.
Oh yeah, dude. I'm telling you, Forza got the crown for the last 4 or 5 years and shit. Man, Gran
Let it-
Turismo ain't coming and taking the crown anytime soon.
Gran
Ain't no
Turismo
way
lost the
that's
crown a long time ago.
Ever since
Fuck
that
yeah,
prologue,
dude.
that was it.
They need to take
Yeah.
that Gran Turismo
Since
shit.
Project
that
Cars.
prologue,
Yeah.
it's never been the same.
Project
Wolf
Cars
it.
is way better than Gran Turismo right now. Project Cars is better than them.
And we
Look
get
at
it for
that,
free
man.
in what? In a couple in 10 days we get it for free.
Project
FREE.
Cars?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, we get Project Cars for free.
Oh shit.
Games
I'm
would
gonna have
go.
to try that shit.
I'm gonna yeah, but shit, you know what I'm saying?
Only
But
problem, only
I like
problem
the
with Project
Forza.
Cars is that the gameplay, like the physics when you're playing it,
It's real.
they
It's too real.
weren't they were yeah. It's almost like they went for too realistic, that it makes it feel like it's not the handling is not great, especially when
hear
you're
it.
used to playing Forza. Once you play Forza, forget it, dude. That's the other problem.
Well, see, Forza give you the option to play like help
Yeah,
you with the
center.
brakes and stuff like that. It takes the casual, but if you want to cut everything off, it ain't nothing but one switch to cut everything out.
Exactly.
You can cut all of it out. I know people don't play with no line, no nothing.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
You know, especially Forza Motorsport. You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't really like into Forza, but I played. You know, and look at I mean like the packs. Like man, the NASCAR pack is the shit. I don't even, and I only I watch NASCAR every now and then when ain't shit on TV.
I like NASCAR. Jeff Gordon's my favorite driver.
Yeah, I like the Jeff Gordon. You know what I'm saying? My man retired. You know, I used to work for Lowe's, so they like we got to rep Jimmy Johnson. No, man, I ain't repping no
Jimmy
motherfucking
Johnson.
Jimmy. I ain't repping Jimmy. They on the same team, so what?
To
I'm
me, I
repping my
feel
man.
like you got sun up in this car, son.
I'm saying I don't give a damn about those, but yeah.
Yo, I
Yeah,
actually
so,
read a report. I actually read a report, but not to cut anybody off. Y'all want to continue talking about Forza? Because I read this report about this generation of gaming. You know, people have been saying that there's nothing good this generation. You know, the way I see it, I'm gonna get feedback from all you guys, but the way I see it is because you got a PlayStation 4. Those are the ones that are saying that shit. Because if you got an Xbox One, that's the last thing coming out of your damn mouth. All right? Because we got all these fucking great exclusives that we fucking love playing each and every day. Just what was it, yesterday? And we was all playing Mortal Kombat X. I mean, it was me, Boone, K Mega, J Long, Master Chifa, just getting live or just MKX, enjoying the online gameplay. All right, this generation of gaming to me has been one of the best generations by far. All right, the games have become huge fucking open worlds, man. Anywhere from like the Grand Theft Auto series, Red Dead Redemption, which will be coming out pretty soon this year, from what I'm hearing. Crackdown. I mean,
Right.
fucking, it's just phenomenal, man. Even the
Sunset
Assassin's
Overdrive.
Creed games. I mean, there's so many open world games. Forza finally went open world this generation as well. I mean, good lord, man. I think this is the best
The
generation of gaming
technology is
ever.
pushing. The technology allows for them to push the envelope. That's basically it.
Exactly,
Guys, it's
dude.
all about graphics.
What's your input on all this, man? Starting off with whoever. Just jump in.
Well, with the
This
games being
generation
done.
of gaming.
I mean, I think this generation of gaming is just it's what you call it. It's not tampered, but it's tweaked up. They're trying to make it seem like it's not good because they've been talking about resolution and frame rates or which version of what game of multiplayer is better than this game. They've been trying to brush off all the quality our triple A's from Microsoft's camp, but yet the Sony camp that have these PS Vita remasters and PS2 remasters, they're trying to glorify them like there's something new that has been around for years that we've been there and done that.
Yeah,
But if you really look at it, a lot of the games have really pushed the envelope. Like Witcher, in size, content, like Quantum Break with the technology that you use, that shit is rewinding in real time while you're playing and shooting. The tile resource they use for Rise, what else?
Sunset Overdrive. the
Sunset
movie.
Overdrive, right? Like the
Yeah.
artistic style, with all the
traversal.
things going on, the traversal, world, Halo with 4-player co-op on a big multiplayer game,
And I just picked up the
campaign.
season pass. I just picked up the season pass for Sunset Overdrive, and so far I'm enjoying it. That's why I said some of the games.
It's story
Microsoft,
DLC. They're real good.
yeah, they need to do a deal to make a sequel to Sunset Overdrive. That's like one of the most underrated
hell
games that
yeah,
came out.
dude.
Well, Insomniac didn't put it off. They just said that once they finish whatever they're doing, they're willing to do a sequel. So that's a good thing. And I didn't ever touch on the E3 thing. So that's for me. Like, for example, with E3, I feel like Microsoft, okay, because there's what you want, then there's what Microsoft's going to do, and then there's what Microsoft needs. There's 3 categories because obviously you're going to say what you want. I want to see a Rise 2 because I think it deserves it and it has a lot of potential to become the stable of our God of War.
Oh yeah.
For example, but they really need a platformer that's like Ratchet or Jackson Dexter or Sly Cooper because we don't have one that identifies with Xbox. They do in Conquer and Banjo, but I don't know if people want to see the same thing. Maybe they should try something new just to see how it goes.
New IP, different thing.
Right.
That's
And
why.
then,
I'm buying Voodoo Vince when it drops.
oh yeah, that's supposed to come out like in a couple of weeks, by the way.
Yo, even
Also,
though
go ahead.
my fault to cut you off, but
No, you're good.
but the one game, like, you get tired of playing first person shooters, third person shooters all the time. Sometimes you want to play a platform. People might know what I'm about to say, but I do plan on getting that Yooka-Laylee game too, because like I said, sometimes you just want to play
something
like
different.
that.
Right.
Yeah, you want to play something different. You know what I'm saying? Playing games like that, it reminds you of how you was when you was a little kid playing games like that and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I support all those indies that I like Unravel. That's another game that's top quality. Ori and the Blind Forest, that was top quality. Max Curse of the Brotherhood, Local Psycho, even though they didn't promote it like an indie, but it was a high quality indie. You know what I'm saying? What else we've had so far in this generation? Like big quality stuff, like
Recore is a good
Record
platform.
2. Let's get a Record 2.
But I consider Record like a double A. You know what I'm saying? I consider
I could see the
single
sequel
A,
being
a double
AAA.
A, and a triple A.
I could see the sequel.
Because
Because Phil Spencer was talking about starting
He liked
games
it.
off small. He said we start games off small and then turn them into bigger things.
Right.
And the only game that I could think of that they started small that could turn into something bigger is Recore. And State of Decay is another example of that.
Well, they did it with State of
Oh,
Decay.
hell
State of
yeah.
Decay was an indie, and now it's going to be a triple A. They said it that it's not an indie game, that it's a triple A title. They
And that's
Still
another
gotta
huge
play State of
open
Decay.
world,
Still gotta play
dude.
that.
right, but they definitely need. I feel they need a nice platform to identify with Xbox. Okay, and they need an action game in the vein of not maybe so much Tomb Raider, but a mixture of maybe Tomb Raider with like a Ninja Gaiden, something like Mercury. I don't know whatever happened with that game. I don't know if it ever came out. It's from
They should've
Epic,
did
but
this. They should have did this.
Oh
They
yeah, it
should have
came
did
out in
this.
China.
Yeah,
that's
they
a
should.
game that I don't understand why Phil had to try to localize it to America. I don't know why.
No, but they should have did this. They got this game called Skylar and Plux. They did that for Kickstarter. Microsoft should have had funded that so they could put that as for Xbox exclusive, so they could compete with games like Jack and Dexter and Ratchet and Clank. Even though the game is a multiplayer right now, but Microsoft would have got the rights to that game. That would have been
Oh
something.
yeah,
they could
that
compete
does look
with.
like Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah,
Yeah, but see, some of them.
Talking about.
But see, with some, I'm gonna put it this way: it's kind of hard sometimes to get somebody to just do something exclusive to your console because multiplats make money.
Yeah.
So and then you
Well,
don't
these
want to
little
throw your
developers
money
give the
on
money,
something. Yeah, and you don't want to just
Microsoft
throw
needs
all
to
of
make
that.
IPs, man. They got a good amount of IPs, but they got to start utilizing them, bringing them back. and just start making.
Even the old ones, dude. Remember, they own Hydro
Nice.
Thunder. They
Oh
own
my God, I
Blood
love a
Forge.
fucking new
Sometimes
They
you
Hydro.
gotta
own
put up
they
that.
own Hydrophobia, right? Don't they own
Bloodwake,
Hydrophobia?
I think they own Bloodwake.
No, they own Bloodwake. They own
Bloodwake.
Blood Forge.
That's what
They
it was.
own Marlowe Briggs. All
Crimson
these
Sky.
games
Whoa,
were
that
big
Marlo
games.
Briggs, man.
Dude,
I
Marlo
would want to
Briggs
see them bring that back as an indie. Fuck the back
Yeah,
with
sequel to
bullshit,
Marlowe
man.
Briggs. That
They
shit
can
was
make
I
that a
saw that
AAA,
shit
dude.
on K Mega. He did a fucking video the other day on it, and
Yeah.
man, that shit looked like a fucking African American God of War, yo.
That's exactly what it was.
Man,
That game
shit
is.
looked
I've
dope as fuck.
been
And it had
told
that
people
Indiana
about that
Jones
game.
vibe
It's
too.
really good.
Hell,
Yeah, and it
at
had
first-
like a
at first
lot
I
of
thought it was
gameplay.
Mafia 3. I shit you not. I was like, damn,
No,
what
no,
fucking
no,
game
no.
is this? This Mafia?
Yeah, it has a lot of different gameplay mechanics. Like you on a car, you on a turret, you're on top of a train. It's like a bunch of diverse.
I saw the shit where he
gameplay.
was under the helicopter and shit, man.
Yeah,
The helicopter's like upside down and shit. He over there swinging back and forth. I'm like, what the fuck?
It
I was
plays
like, yo,
just
this
like
shit looks
God of War as
fire.
well. Microsoft owns that IP. They own.
They did the IP. It was Microsoft Studios.
Yeah, they
All
own
right?
it. They own it. Yeah, they
I
own
was
it.
like, oh shit, and they had did that shit on Steam. And dude, they just bring that shit out as an indie title on the Xbox One. I'll buy that shit day one. Day one.
Yeah, man. They have IPs, man. It's just a matter of I think that's why they're trying to bring out Voodoo Vince. That's why he mentioned the thing about Microsoft. I
I'm
think
gonna see if I talk to Phil this weekend, man. I'm gonna let him know, yo, Phil. Marlo Briggs, remember that shit?
Marlo Briggs.
You need to bring Marlo Briggs.
Even
Yo, bring it as an
Bloodforge, dude.
indie.
Bloodforge is
Fuck the
serious.
fucking backwards compatible
Man,
shit. I
I
don't want the
want
360 version. I want the Steam version.
Bloodforge
That's what I saw.
is a
That's
really
what I
good
saw fucking K Mega
game as
playing, and
well.
that shit looked sick.
Yeah, no, Bloodforge is another dope ass game as well. It's very medieval with that Viking dude. It looks like it plays also
Bloodforge.
like
Is it backwards compat?
not yet, not Bloodforge.
yet?
No, nah. But it will be. I'm pretty sure it's their IP, so I'm pretty sure it will be. They got so many
Actually,
games
the
still,
developer
man.
behind that game, Climax, they're the ones that did Sudeki.
Oh yeah,
The Xbox, yo.
oh yeah.
That's a game they need to bring back. That's a hell of a RPG.
Hell yeah, Sudeki was fire, yo. Word up, man. I love Sudeki.
Sudeki. What was the other one with Zurich with the blue guy? That one was kind of
Zurich,
weak.
yeah.
Yeah,
That one was
sure.
kind of weak, right?
Yeah,
Kinda-
that was something like what do you call that shit? The what you call it game? Now I bought it. The one with the death dealer dude and stuff, the death and what you call it? It's kind of on that one, like a
What are you
platform.
talking about? Like Darksiders, you mean?
Yeah, Darksiders. Yeah, it's like on that type of level.
It wasn't that bad, though. I thought it was
No. I mean, it just, I don't know. I guess because there was other stuff that overshadowed it at the time. So,
Yeah.
you
They own
know,
a lot of IPs, man.
yeah, they have a lot of IPs. Shit, imagine them making a new Hydro Thunder for the Scorpio. What? That's
Not
the
a
fuck.
Hydro Thunder.
That should be
Bloodwake.
dope.
Bloodwake.
Yeah, but
No,
they
Hydro
own Hydro
would
Thunder
be even
too.
better, dude.
Hydro Thunder. Wasn't that a Midway title?
Yeah, and they bought it. They own the IP now.
They own Hydro Thunder?
Yeah.
Yeah, Midway made not Midway. Raw Thrills made their own version of it. It's called something different though. But that's in the arcades right now.
Oh, did they? Oh, yeah, because they own Hydro Thunder, the actual game now.
What if they make a sequel to Crimson Dragon though?
Yeah.
Exclusive to Xbox.
Oh, Crimson Dragon. They could make one for that too. Crimson
It better
Dragon.
not be on. It better not be on rails. I ain't like it was on rails.
Problem is they gotta evolve it. They gotta
I'd
make
rather
it.
see a Panzer Dragoon.
Yeah, I'd rather
Right.
see Panzer.
Well,
Cause I
yeah,
love that game.
it is
I actually
different.
sit down there. I sit
It's
down
a,
and
it's a
play that.
spiritual successor. It's the same guy, but they need to evolve it, like take it off rails and make it more accessible to other people. Because some people don't like it because it's on rails, even though it has a lot more gameplay mechanics to it. But
Yeah.
if they make it where you can fly the dragon, get off the dragon on the fly, like free roaming, then
It didn't feel-
then we're talking about
Fuck
next gen.
Scalebound. Imagine they do that.
Yeah, it didn't feel Dragon Pangoon to me. It didn't feel that way.
Yeah,
Right.
you couldn't change your directions. You're only looking forward. And
Right,
the other
well,
ones
you
you have to
look
go
left and
behind and
right.
look left and right.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, by the way, it's called H2 Overdrive, the Midway's version of
The new
Hydro
version?
Thunder.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think I did see that.
After they bought it.
After they bought it, right? Yeah,
After
they bought
Microsoft
it.
bought
yeah.
it, they made their own version. They
Right.
Overdrive.
Oh, I'm gonna have to check that shit out.
That's probably dope anyway. Yeah,
Oh
but-
yeah, man.
No, I'm serious. They got titles and shit that we ain't even know about. That Marlo Briggs, I only found out about that shit the other day, and that was on 360. It came out in 2013.
Yeah, I've been.
But see, it's so many games that came out on 360. I tell people why we need backwards. I didn't play a lot of them motherfuckers. I had a kid. I
Yes,
was working. I was out in the
yes.
streets. I was out in the
Yes.
street. I was, you know what I'm saying?
There's
I
a lot
wasn't.
of
I
games
didn't.
that
I
people didn't
wasn't.
play.
I got like you got games that I like that you knew you played like when you was a kid and stuff like I already know this is gonna be a hit. But it's certain games that's like, damn, this game is real fucking good.
Somebody
Like
should start a
I just
movie.
started playing what you call it in over a year ago. What you call that? Alan Wake.
Right.
I didn't know how good that game was.
Right.
Until they do the
Wait.
shit. They man, I'm like,
You can't
Damn, I
like
missed
Marlo
out this?
Briggs though, man. Metacritic gave it a 65, yo. You can't like it.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah, but Steam gave it a 9.0.
Right.
All
It's
right.
just like that Punisher. That Punisher got a 3, and that game is one of the best superhero games ever made.
Y'all remember that game that was on that OG Xbox? It was that fighter. I forgot the name of that fighter. That's a Tong Fung or whatever it's
Oh,
called.
Tao Fang.
Tong Fang, yeah.
was
cause
like-
I-
No,
3 of
thing, yeah. Curse of the White Lotus, some shit like that.
yeah. But I haven't played that in years. But I said, what if they would like put a second fighter exclusively to Xbox too, though? You know what I'm saying? It'd be dope.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
Actually, yeah, man. I wouldn't mind seeing Tao Feng come back, yo. I mean, it was actually a good ass title. It was actually by the co-creator of Mortal Kombat, actually, John Tobias. He actually did that shit with his brand new studio and shit. And that, as a matter of fact, that was the first game that had damage, right? You could damage a limb, you could damage their arm, you could damage their leg. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers limping in order to try to beat your ass. They was running off of walls and shit. And as a matter of fact, you hit them so hard, their clothing would actually shatter. This was the first game that actually did that.
And Naruto
Right.
just got that.
Right.
This is some
Naruto
crazy
just got
shit.
that.
This is on the OG Xbox.
The clothes with Tither.
Yeah, they need to go ahead and just do that. To have two fighters on Xbox, Killer Instinct and that. You know what I'm saying? They had their own way.
Yeah,
about it.
exactly.
No, the
If
more
the
the
Japanese
merrier,
don't want to
man.
put their fighters like Blaze Blue or freaking Guilty Gear on a console, make your own fighter.
The more the merrier.
It worked perfectly.
Yeah.
By the way, you guys, you know they had that sale with Castlevania, Lords of Shadow 2.
Yeah, Devil May Cry
Yeah.
4 and Mighty Number 9 also.
Yeah, they're like, it's like $7. It's like for the game, and there's another one that's only $5. That's a good one. Oh, Azura's Wrath.
Castlevania?
Azura's Wrath is $5.
Yeah, but that's on a 360. They need to make that shit backwards compatible so I can play that shit.
They probably are soon. That's what I said.
Yeah, because if they do that, you're gonna automatically buy that right then and there. Because like I said, I played the demo of Zero's right, but I didn't play the full game at
Oh,
all.
no, Azura's Wrath is
Hopefully
fucking
do
fantastic.
And my boy got my man Max
How
got a
much is
code.
Azura's
Like they said, like $7 or something like that. But check this, my boy got he got a cold ass mod where he mods Azura Wrath with Street Fighter 4 on the PC.
No, that's a DLC.
No, it's a DLC. You can play it.
Oh, that's a DLC.
Yeah, it's part of it. Yeah.
Oh, nigga, man, I see that.
get
That's
it.
man.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh
That
no,
shit is
come
serious. He fights Ryu
Yeah.
and Akuma. That's
on. Yeah, he was fighting Akuma.
DLC.
Yeah,
It's
uh-huh.
story,
He, oh
Who
no.
fights Ryu and Akuma?
yeah,
Azura.
Azura. And there's
Azura.
DLC. It's part of, yeah.
I thought it was. Yeah, I
Go
thought
to
it was a what you
YouTube.
call it.
Go to YouTube and look at the fight.
Cause I saw him playing it. I saw him, but I thought it was a mod.
No, ain't no
Cause he was
mod.
playing
It's
PlayStation. I thought it was a mod.
No, it's part
And
of
they
the
all
DLC.
on the moon getting down.
Remember, it's a Capcom game. That's why I
Yeah, they
want
was all-
a sequel. Azura's Wrath 2? What?
They was all on the month. They was all on the month. Man, they was getting down. That was like a full-fledged fight.
You guys get me excited, man. I'm about to jump off and go play.
No, but seriously, if you don't
Call
got
my
it,
homie
if
back.
you don't got it, Colitis, it's more than likely it will be backwards compatible. I would say buy it now. It's only $5, dude. You can't go
Yeah,
wrong.
I'm gonna go get that
Shit.
shit. Especially once we done here, shit. I'm gonna actually pick up Marlo Briggs' fucking ass too.
Yeah, Marlon Briggs is a really good fucking game too. Narco
Y'all
Terror
gonna
is
say
another
that?
one.
Y'all say
Dust
Marlo
is another
Bridge,
good one.
man. I'm finna turn to a PC pirate. I'm finna grab this motherfucker right now.
Marlo.
Play that motherfucker on my PC.
And it's funny though, because it's a God of War straight up, but it's God of War with a black protagonist. The dude is like he acts
But
like
it looks
Shaq.
dope as
No,
fuck, though,
great, it's
man.
dope. It's fun. Yeah, it's a good game. Very good game. I've said it. I talked about it before, but a lot of people didn't play it.
Yeah, you've been talking
Like,
about that
nobody
game for
knew
years.
about it, man. There was no type of promotion for it, nothing.
Yeah.
That's why we got backwards compatibility, people.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
The 360 had so many fucking games. They even had games we didn't even know about.
Yeah, Knight's Contract and Version. There's a lot of good games. Never Dead.
Oh, Never Dead, yeah, by Konami and shit.
Yeah, man. A lot of games that we didn't get to play. If you didn't play them, Inversion, fucking Dust. I don't know why Dust is not backwards compatible. They got a remastered version in fucking
On
PS4.
the PlayStation 4,
Yeah, I'm like,
exactly.
what the
Dust
fuck?
was the shit, yo.
Yeah, that was.
I
that
remember
was
my
a-
cousin talking all this shit. Oh, we got Dust. I was like, yo, I got that shit on my 360.
You got
Yeah.
Dust. We had
Hey,
Dust.
That shit been out for like
Kaleidoscope.
6 years on
in,
there.
in Steam, it's $5. But Marlo Biggs, the death. It's in the Steam.
Yeah,
It's back in the Steam.
yeah.
It's in the Steam store. It's $4.99.
Look
It's
at
probably
that,
the same
man.
price on Xbox
Shit.
too. I think it's about the same.
$4.99.
It's a good game, Bone. You should pick it up.
I'm finna play this shit on the PC. You know, I'm a PC pirate. I ain't paying for that shit. That shit come on Xbox.
I think it's about the same price on 360, though. To be honest with you, I have a
my boy got my 360. You know what
I
I'm
have
saying?
a
If I had it, I
feeling-
would grab it.
Right.
I would have grabbed it already.
But I have a feeling those games, like when they put stuff on sale, like Azura's Wrath, for example, I have a
Yeah.
feeling they do that because that means they're coming back with some cats soon. I think.
Bingo,
That's what
I
they did.
got.
They did it with
Ooh.
Alice, and they did it with Shadows. I think.
All right. Oh damn. I gotta go find it somewhere else.
Wow.
The homie got it, but he talking about he won't tip $12 for it. Come on, man, you a PC pirate.
Yo, when the hell is Voodoo Vince coming out?
I think it's the end of this month.
I want
Look
that
at
in
that, man. I didn't even know
Phantom
that shit was
Dust,
coming
man.
out at the end of this month, man. I hope
See,
Yeah,
Phantom
man.
Dust, I never played Phantom Dust, but I heard that shit was a card game. And you know what I'm saying? I ain't want to play with no
Don't listen to
Yu-Gi-Oh.
people. No, don't
No,
listen to
So
no,
is it
no.
a
people.
fighter?
Way better
It's
than
a
that.
card
Yeah.
game with your powers, but when you play it, it's a fighter. You
Oh,
actually
okay.
fight.
So I got to activate a card like on Yu-Gi-Oh, but I'm still controlling my character.
Yeah, you
Exactly.
control your
Oh,
character.
okay. Cause see, what I was told was it was like some fucking Yu-Gi-Oh
Nah.
type of shit,
Hell
and I
no.
gotta play like what they got the new WWE game on Android, right? You think that it's gonna be like, oh, it's gonna be like, I can hit a couple of buttons. No,
Right.
it's a damn
Like
fucking big jewel game, and
Yeah,
when you
like
get to
pick
a
and
certain
play.
Break
part,
it down for you, bro. Break
no,
it down for you. You'll
Yeah,
pick a
no,
card,
that's why
you'll
Phantom
pick a
Dust.
card that's like a shield. So you could
uh,
actually rip the gravel off the ground.
Right,
Near the
right.
shield.
And you
So
fighting.
you only gonna use that when somebody throws something at you that's about to hit you. Then you're gonna use that card. All right, I'm gonna rip the gravel out the ground in order to fucking block that shit. And then you're gonna launch your laser at it, or whatever it is whatever type of card that you pick next in order to use against them. And
so it's
some of the
Yu-Gi-Oh real
focus
time,
fire-
and you got
Yeah,
control
yeah,
of
but
it.
you're
Yu-Gi-Oh!
also
in real
Yeah,
time.
the same thing
Yeah.
is, but at the same time, let's say for example, you're having a fight. I'm sorry, Collider, I didn't mean to cut you off. For example, like let's say you're fighting, right? And you're in a level. You're platforming and fighting other creatures while you're fighting the main guy you're fighting at the same time.
Oh,
If that,
damn.
if that makes any sense.
Yeah, I know. So it's enemies. I'm trying to fight this guy, but
It's
we
like real
going.
unique. It's real.
Yeah.
It's like a very unique game. That's why it was so
Okay,
hyped.
because I thought it was a car. I ain't trying to play no Gwen.
Nah,
Shit.
not like Quint. Not like Quint. Oh hell no.
And people like Gwen, but I don't like that shit. People
He
like
already-
Gwen.
he
I don't like
already-
it.
Phil already confirmed that we're gonna get Phantom.
You said
Dust.
final. You get Final Dust. He
We're
said
supposed-
before it might be getting 4E.
Yeah, he said before E3, he confirmed that we're getting Cuphead
And
before
Voodoo
E3,
Vince.
and Voodoo Vince before E3.
I
And I hear
project
people-
Phantom Dust. Well, fuck to cut y'all, but I project Phantom Dust. That's gonna come out. I say around April, May. The Voodoo Vince later on this month, and probably gonna get a couple other joints.
I think
Nah,
we're
you
gonna
ain't gonna
get
see-
Cuphead
you-
like right before E3.
You ain't gonna see. I see Cuphead. I see
they said
Cuphead
spring.
in. I
Early
say
spring.
April.
Yeah, probably.
Around
I
April.
can see that. Cuphead's gonna be the
Through
shit,
April.
man.
But see, people say
Cuphead's
why
gonna be
Cuphead
the
ain't out
shit.
because they put a story mode in. Microsoft back gave him some more money. They said we could do a story mode with it.
Yeah,
Because it was nothing
gonna
but a
be only-
shooter.
It was gonna be just
shooter.
bosses. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
gonna be just boss fights, and they wanted it to make it an actual.
Also, if
Platform.
you look at Cuphead, man, that got better animation than any cartoon I see today.
Oh
It
yeah,
looks
the
way more
technology
fluid
is
than anything
the
right
technology
now.
is wicked. You gotta see.
I'm
the
pretty sure that's all hand drawn by like 10 dudes.
No, I think there's two guys doing it.
Two guys drawing that by hand.
Yeah, it's like the guy who did Dishwasher. Remember Dishwasher on 360? That was exclusive. Only two guys did it. That shit is dope ass game. 1 and 2. Mm-hmm. And then one guy like Shank. Shank was another awesome game.
Yeah, no, there was a lot of type of a lot of.
Yeah, man. Well, this generation we had also Inside. That Little Nightmare looks good. Candleman looks interesting. I haven't played it. I want to
Yeah,
get
it
it.
does, man.
You know what
It's
I mean?
better than Knack, bro.
Yeah, you're actually right.
Zeros is better than Knack. I'll say that.
Zero has better graphics than that. You're right about that.
Yeah, man.
So,
Definitely.
guys, I don't know about you guys, but I might jump off for just a second unless you guys want to keep going.
Oh no, I'm with you, man.
Hey, I have something I wanted to ask you guys. What other? I don't know if you talked about it, but did you hear about real quick before we get off? Did you hear about the announcement they made today about the guys who made the Power Rangers fan movie and Judge Dredd? They're making an animated TV series of Castlevania for Netflix.
Oh,
Yeah, we
we
talked
talked
about
Yeah,
about
that was the first thing we saw. Right?
Oh, did you? Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, Kato brought that shit up quick.
Oh hell yeah, dude. That shit got me psyched. It's gonna be violent and everything. They got some dope people behind that shit.
Oh, that's
Can't
tough.
wait.
Hope it
That's
spawns a
another
new
thing
game, yo.
I want to see in E3. To be honest with you, I want to see like them talk about the Gears movie. Just say something
Oh
about
yeah,
it.
you're right.
You know, the Gears of War.
Nah,
movie.
you can't do that. Do that shit at Gamescom or some
Yeah,
shit.
but say
like
something.
Comic-Con. Nah, you don't want cause they gonna complain. It's supposed to be games.
They announced freaking Ratchet and Clank movie at E3. They didn't say anything about that.
And it worked for but then again, that's not Sony.
That's how
Microsoft not
it is,
Sony.
though.
Sony got a movie studio, Microsoft don't.
Yeah, I think this is the first steps of them doing one though. Because Gears is gonna be popping. You know they're gonna put money into it. They're not gonna just half-ass it.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I mean, Universal is backing it up.
Mm-hmm.
Universal output, they've been doing some good shit.
Yes,
I didn't give
sir.
a fuck what the reviews were on Warcraft, but I thought Warcraft was dope. Man. That shit had me hyped.
I like when he goes soft.
Yeah,
I be blowing motherfuckers up with that shotgun now. Soft. That shit is gritty.
All right, well then, I guess we're gonna sign off for tonight.
I'm gonna play like 2
Everybody
games before I go to
make-
bed.
Word.
Yeah, so everybody let everybody know where they can reach you at. Starting with you, Kano.
Yeah, the real Kano, Brutal Gunners Gamer. Thanks for having me on here once again. You feel me? Y'all catch me on YouTube at Kano's Gaming section. Subscribe to it. Subscribe to all of our channels. Twitter, Real Young Kano. Facebook, The Real Young Kano. That's the fan page. Instagram, The Real Young Kano. Everywhere, The Real Young Kano.
Oh yeah, that's what's up. Yo, J Long.
Hit me up on YouTube, JLong908. You'll find me on the Facebook groups trolling, bang bang, all that shit. The World of Xbox, shameless plug.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah, that's what's
And
up.
intromedia.com, the DirectX page, brand new. Thank you for that, Bone.
Yeah,
Good
definitely. Thanks.
Sure. Yo, Hebot.
Yeah, man. Sorry for being late being late to the party, but better late than never. Like always, thank you for inviting me. You guys make me feel like family. Well, we all feel. You guys all make me feel like family. We are a family.
We
On the
are
Xbox-
family.
on the Xbox community. Yeah, that's the truth, man. And that's what makes us different, And I hope it stays that way for real. Like, I hope it doesn't change like that shocker we had with Wolf and stuff.
My
But
nigga,
anyway,
you got my
either-
number. Hit me up.
absolutely. Either way, I hope I could join you every time or as much time as you invite me. I'll be more than willing to be here. You guys should check me out at my YouTube channel. It's capital H, lowercase e, space, capital B, lowercase ot, and 8. It's Hebot8. And then on Twitter is the same thing, Hebot, but most powerful gamer. And on intromedia.com and on their website, and now on the DirectX page, also Intro Media and my Facebook group as well with Intro Media, the World of Xbox, with them guys over there, just having fun and talking gaming. Thanks again, guys, and having me on, and to the next time.
Oh yeah. One more thing, y'all go check out the Gamer Section podcast. It's on Monday nights too at 6 o'clock Central Time.
Oh, absolutely.
And check out intromediagaming.com, the best place where you can find true gaming at its finest. You did?
Hell yeah.
And don't worry about the flipperachis. We keep it gaming over here.
Rachis.
Exactly. True that. We do keep it gaming, yo.
That's right.
Yo, 100.
What's up with y'all? Y'all know it's 100. Y'all can find me whenever y'all gonna find me, because I be there. I don't know where I be at. I'm talking. No, you won't catch me on Facebook. You can go check the Facebook group. We got a Google Plus group. See, we got a whole lot of groups. DeLeon made an Xbox MG. You can catch their pages, their videos. DirectX, you don't even got to go look on the YouTubers. It's right there on the front page. Just hit the DirectX podcast. You can catch the podcasts and their videos right there. I try to update daily, but sometimes I just be wore the fuck out. And especially shit fucking around with ladies. She goddamn, sometimes she makes 6 videos in one day. I'm like, damn, this is exhausting. But y'all can check out these great guys. Y'all go subscribe to their channels. You know what I'm saying? Go hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? On Ghost, hit the like button. If you don't, we don't give a shit anyway. We still gonna be back next week talking shit, cussing you out. You know what I'm saying? And doing what we do the best. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what I'm saying? We're gonna make this movement strong.
Hell yeah.
Exactly.
That's
And
how
one
it
thing
is.
that we do keep here, we keep it real. All right? Ain't no fucking fraud shit going on. All right? Word up, man. Yo, Ghost?
Hell no, man. Ain't no fraud shit over here, man. Catch me on Twitter, True Xbox. For YouTube, it's Ghostwriter730. And God bless you guys, man.
Say to you, Ghost.
And this E3, I know Phil Spencer got some fire. Some fire.
Yeah. It's Killer Phil, man. People
AKA
like Killer
the
Phil.
silent assassin. That man
Silent
smiles in your face. He smiled at Sony Yoshida like this. All right, let me smile with these dudes. Okay, yo. Okay. All right, Yoshida-san.
The
Yoshida-san.
jiu-jitsu art
Soon as he turned around, he said, "Yo, we're gonna make this console so fire that Sony's gonna fart out their ass. They're gonna be scared to death. They're gonna harass, throw games out there, 2-3 years out. They're gonna, it's
A lot
over,
of
bro.
butthurt people.
Yeah, I can't wait. You see the comment sections how they talk. I can't wait. 'Cause when that Scorpio come out, what are they gonna say? I bet all they're gonna say is sales.
You can't play
It ain't gonna be
sales.
about no games no more. You see how we
Can't play
start? We were
sales.
saying,
People been talking about the Scorpio for a minute, ever since
Word.
they announced it, dude.
Yo, Collateral.
Stop.
what kills me is they was only talking about resolution, bro. They even forgot. Gamers forgot about games. Everything was about resolution. Even the fucking IGN and big websites, everything was a resolution, but everybody forgot about the core of a gamer is playing games. And Microsoft, everybody here, people out there on the the Xbox community been talking about games, trying to get it to games, and they kept talking about resolution. So now when we get the better graphics, the better resolution, and we're gonna have the better looking games, what are they gonna have? What are
Now
they
it's about
gonna say?
Japanese games.
Yeah, they're gonna talk about Japanese, or they're gonna say sales. I guarantee you.
Yeah, games that look like they're from last generation. Well, I'm gonna pick one up now in a second, which is Asura's Wrath.
That game still look better than Neo.
That
That game still look better than Neo.
PS4 right now that's Japanese. That's a fucking shame, yo.
They consoles the hiccup code.
Production values, people.
Production value. It's all about production value.
Ay, sofrito.
No.
So free.
That's how they feel.
For me, I'm Kaleidoscope. Know what I'm saying? Y'all can reach me at fucking at the DirectX. At DirectX. Damn, DirectX minus the on Twitter, as well as Kaleidoscope 1. And then my channel is Kaleidoscope, all right? Spelled Kailai, and then DA Scope, all right? Kaleidoscope. And that's my YouTube channel and shit. And everybody here in this podcast actually keeps it real. We always keep it, just to quote, 100. All right? You know what I'm saying? We always keep it 100 up in this bitch.
You got to patent it. You got
Spitting the real. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah, 100 needs to patent that shit, man. No doubt, man. Intro Media Gaming, yo. Go take it away.
Shout outs to Intro Media Gaming out there. Shout outs to all the other, podcasts that's representing the Xbox community. Shout outs to definitely all our subscribers and the people down in the comment sections that always show love down on our videos, man. Much respect to all y'all, bro. God bless y'all, and we out, y'all. Peace.
Peace, flipperachis.
Have a good night.
Hurry up, man. Hell of a show, guys. Hell of a fucking show.
All right, sofrito.